All right, let's do the countdown now. We didn't do it.
Yeah, we're doing it. Right now.
Let's
do it.
3, 2, 1.
What is good, my friends? Welcome back to the official Flash Brothers podcast.
Yeah,
baby.
buddy.
We're in. I always love coming in hot.
Yeah, we got.
And then the rest of the podcast, we don't have to yell.
Yeah,
we can just like.
No, you gotta come in hot.
We're falling asleep right by the end. Yeah, I gotta keep it simple, bro.
Wait, what are we talking about?
They're coming in hot. Oh my gosh, we forgot to watch the trailer.
Shoot. Should we just save it until right before?
We should save
it.
Yeah, we were gonna. We got a lot to talk about today, guys. Actually, there is a lot of news, Joshy.
Well, yeah.
And I'm stoked. I feel like all the content is coming. It's already been laid out for us.
But it's not a spoiler to say it was Pokemon Day.
It was Pokemon Day.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely right. And that was that a week ago?
It was a week ago.
From today?
Yeah.
It was, right?
Yeah.
Did you watch all the stuff on that Pokemon Day?
I looked up on most of it. I didn't watch the video, though.
Okay. I didn't either.
Yeah, I just feel like those Pokemon days, Pokemon is really branching out recently into, like, everything.
Literally everything.
Yeah.
Remember we were making fun of Pokemon Day like 3 years ago because Pokemon Sleep was being announced, bro? Yeah, and it was like, we literally were like, dude, they're doing everything.
What the hell is this?
What?
Yeah, what are we talking about here? But no, I just feel like it's one of those things where I can read up in it. It's not as hype to watch. Back in my Pokemon day, we, back when the Switch first came out and we were super excited for like, Pokemon Stars, right? That was the vibe of like there's gonna be some kind of port.
I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm there. I'm locked in.
But I remember that Pokemon announcement trailer for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Yes.
And then also a Switch Pokemon game. Was it Let's Go Eevee?
That's exactly.
Yeah.
That was the first Switch Pokemon game.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Any kind of Switch Pokemon thing, because they were almost kind of staying out of it. I was also disappointed because we were expecting Pokemon Stars and we were thinking some kind of like they were gonna breach the 3DS and the Switch and it was gonna be some kind of like evolution on it.
Yeah.
Which
it had Megas, didn't it? Does Let's Go have Megas? No. It doesn't.
No.
Okay.
It was original 150.
Yeah, but I thought maybe because they did some weird things.
Should I look it up? I have no idea.
Yeah, look it up because. While you're looking it up, they did some things that, like, I really appreciated. They did, like, the XBL off-rip, you just have it for your party type vibe. I don't think they did that before. They also made it so it was the first Pokemon game ever, pretty sure, that you could, you had a remote PC. So you could swap your Pokemon on the fly.
You can, there was Mega Evolution.
There's Megas, right? Yeah.
Apparently.
Dude, Let's Go is actually cracked. I'm not kidding.
Wow, that's cool.
I
did not know
there's some sick stuff in that game that, it kind of set the trend that, like, Pokemon stopped making just the game itself, like, amazing.
Yeah.
The game itself could be mid, but there's ideas in that game that they're going to test out and use and perfect going forward.
That's cool. I actually did not know that about Let's Go.
No, it's cracked. It also has, how far'd you get?
I got
not
to
very far. Yeah, bro, I walked out a ballot down.
Peter City.
Yeah, Peter City. Brock's chasing my ass.
Brock was cooking my shit crazy style, buddy. No, I don't remember. I know that I remember there being islands I was going to. And there was a water section.
Oh, you got pretty far.
I did get very far.
Yeah.
But I remember not
hitting like Cinnabar Island.
Yes.
To fight like Blaine and stuff.
Yeah. I saw all of like Team Rocket. I saw I saw a lot.
You saw a lot.
I played a lot and I really enjoyed it. I will say it was a game that I played because it was the only Pokemon game on the Switch.
Totally.
And I think there's a lot. Everyone's been in places
also
like that.
Also why I was playing it,
exactly.
By the way. Yeah.
It doesn't really have a lot of replay value nowadays.
Yeah.
Not being able to fight any wild Pokemon is a really bold move and kind of keeps the game a little bit in a novelty, like kind of space.
For sure. They were definitely testing out like pre-Arceus stuff.
One controller is weird.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I think you can play with a Pro.
You can.
Yeah.
But didn't that come out in an update?
Yeah, I don't think...
It might have, bro. You might be right.
I remember. You could play with 2 Joy-Con, but when you were sitting at your TV, you had to play with 1 Joy-Con.
No.
That was how it was.
I'll tell you what it was. You couldn't play handheld mode.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I think you could.
I don't know.
There
was something. I think they patched whatever problem we're talking about.
Yeah, I remember it was something I
forgot.
Just thought it was really weird.
No, you're right.
And it made it feel odd. And I remember playing with 1 Joy-Con and I remember because I'm such a gamer, I would tilt the Joy-Con a little bit. And then I would use the buttons at the bottom of the Joy-Con and move with it with 2 hands because I'm such a gamer. I was like playing it like this, right? Yeah. You can't really see from everyone out there, but I had one hand at the top of the Joy-Con.
Like playing. I can't
because I did.
Like that.
That's what I'm saying. It just felt
I get like you got that far.
A little too novel.
Yeah,
but I was also a crazy Switch fan. Like I would play any big line Pokemon game, and also it was still in that medium period where it's like, okay, are we gonna get a Pokemon game?
Yeah.
On the Switch,
it was in the same era while we're waiting for Smash.
That's right.
Yeah, and we're waiting for the big boys.
Yes,
so across the board.
I love that too, by the way, because I remember the first reveals. Because they would play them so early, I would be walking to high school when these things would come out. The Smash announcements.
Oh, that's crazy.
Plus the all the new information about Sword and Shield when we first found out that initial trailer. I was walking from school.
Yeah, that was right before we met. By the way. Yeah, that was like a year before I met you.
Yeah,
just for a timeline.
2018.
Because I remember that like winter. That's when Sword and Shield dropped.
That's right.
That was the first game I played after I moved here.
Yes.
Right, so play through that, kind of dropped it. Then I got hired at that Dutch. I did.
Did you play any Pokemon?
No, that's when I dropped it.
So you never saw the
You know what? I'll be real. I was really going hard in the post game because I went extremely hard on Ultra Sun and Moon. Yeah. So I was like already prepped for like all the post game. I'm like, ex-competitive now, so I'm like, I'm trying not to go too hard, but that's perfect for the post game.
Right.
And I got so turned off by the hunting for Gigantamaxes. That was such a pain in the ass, bro. I hated they made a design decision to like tie it to the Pokemon on COD, right? So basically, if you have a Charizard, you can't Gigantamax it. You'll only Dynamax it. You have to catch a Gigantamax Charizard. That's dumb.
Which is really dumb because, to be honest with you, I rarely saw Gigantamaxes in my gameplay.
Exactly.
Because it was like, I'm not doing all that work.
For those Gigantamaxes
I'm not doing all that work.
Absurdly
I'm not doing all that for what?
For what?
Really?
No, realistically is what it looked like. You're resetting the wild area.
Yeah.
There's like 20 little shrines. And by the way, like Charizard, for example.
Yeah.
Charizard can only spawn Gigantamax Charizard from 3 shrines of this whole area. So you'd have a route, and you go around, and you like fly over, and nope, it's not there, nope, it's not there, nope, it's not there. Great. Reload. The whole switch.
Which is
boom,
fun.
Reload it, go to the next day.
Yeah.
It's not fun, man. Come on. There's already shiny hunting. There's already stat hunting. So you're doing all this.
Yeah.
Plus, buddy, the Charizard you've had all game. Let's get you a new one, bro.
I remember
that's
being
not
Pokemon because it was I remember I had not a Flapple. What do they call? Is it?
It is. No, it's Flapple.
And it was Flapple and.
And you went to the.
It was Applin and then Flapple or the other one.
The flying one.
That was Flapple.
That was Flapple.
There was the cherry pie one or the apple pie one.
She's my cherry pie. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't remember either.
Joshy. Let's introduce ourselves, all right? Yeah, my name is Sam.
Who we are.
You can call me the captain on today's voyage, joined by my first mate, the Star Warrior himself, the legendary Joshy. Joshimation.
What's up, everybody? How we doing? Boom, boom, boom. Imagine like a bunch of fireworks behind me, too. Do, 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 do.
There's so many fireworks.
I know. Why?
Oh, my God.
Wait. Do. There was one more. That was a really
Joshy,
one,
we're here. I have a pop topic for you.
Okay.
Right?
I love pop topics.
Yeah, is that cool Is that okay? I know. We almost never do it. We usually are pretty content full.
Welcome back.
My pop topic today is streamlining something from the news I saw. Ooh. I just want to throw it in here.
I'm ready.
Okay?
I'm ready.
Demon Slayer Infinity Castle.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Anime film is set to premiere this summer. All right? The battle begins.
Yes.
They're marking it the first half of the final battle arc, which is what I'm sure you saw all this.
Yes.
But it's going to be the first of a film trilogy.
Yeah, that's right.
What do you think about this?
They announced the trilogy a while ago, and I actually reported on here.
You did announce
back a long time ago when I was still doing the anime reporting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so after Hashira Training Arc, it's going to be a movie trilogy, which I think sounds awesome. I really do think that sounds great.
After what they've been doing, great idea.
Great idea.
Hell yeah.
I also, I've heard, there's just not a lot left of the manga.
Yeah.
The manga finished up years ago. It's been done for a while. Right. Yeah. But I'm really excited for it. First off, if it keeps that hype of the final episode of Hashira Training Arc, which I think was one of the coolest episodes of anime that whole
final episode,
insane.
Actually insane.
It's animation insane. And this is also another thing is I love movie quality animation. Demon Slayer is already just full of it. But if you watch the second season, I will say something's a little crispier about it.
About the second season.
Do you remember the movie?
Like Mugen Train?
Yeah.
You think the movie is crispier?
It looks a little better.
I think so,
just a little better.
I think so, too. I think
but
this
it's still
is
movie
a
quality.
Common theme.
Yes.
You could even take this back, I think, to like the Pokemon the first movie.
Sure.
Okay?
Sure.
I know we've been talking about Pokemon endlessly.
Any anime
guys, check out our pregame if you want to know what we're talking about. But there's like this level of quality that like polish. It's almost like, something is. How could you have a more crisp anime?
Right.
You don't know until you see it. It's like the lines are cleaner.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the animation,
the
like
shading and everything. Just
there's like shading that wasn't there before.
Yeah.
And not in like a bad way. Like they need to make it weird.
Absolutely.
No, it just looks really. It looks like the best version you can get.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree completely. I think that we're just in store for some of the best of Demon Slayer we've seen so far because it's the. It's like the kind of culmination of everything we've been watching. Yeah. And I love Demon Slayer. I love watching Swordsmith Village. I thought was amazing.
Bro.
I thought that I love Hashira Training Arc. I know people kind of struggle with training arcs. I will say, though, I think that it's nice for...
What do you mean?
Oh, just there's a lot of people. I've heard mixed things about the Hashira Training Arc because people are like, well, they're just training. They're doing this, blah, blah, blah. And it's like... Well, let's be honest, bro. Like, there has to be a calm and a train before the storm.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I'm the kind of guy where maybe I've been watching anime for a while, but a training arc is like a necessary part of the anime experience, I feel like. You know what I mean? So, and I thought Hashira Training Arc was awesome. I loved it.
I mean, I'm with you. Not, I guess, like being like as seasoned. I feel like we have a training arc in every good anime ever.
Yeah.
And we just don't call it a training arc. It's just a part of the experience.
Show. Exactly. And like that's why I think it's like when you look at this show as a whole, where it's like season 1, the movie, into season 3, and then what's after? Is there? Oh, and then Hashira Training Arc. When you look at it all as one, when you're looking at all,
No,
it's
Entertainment. No. Mugen Train, Entertainment District, Swordsmith.
Village. Entertainment District. Yeah. And then Swordsmith.
There is
Village,
5.
Then Hashira.
And then Hashira.
Then the trilogy.
So we're going on the final.
I just think when you put it all together, it does not. Maybe it's upsetting that this year we got a training arc. But it just goes with the story.
I think that's there's no complaints, bro.
Not me. Not me.
No.
You won't catch me complaining.
Avatar the First Airbender is
the first Airbender.
Avatar the Last Airbender.
That's right.
The last first? That's Korra.
Dude, did we have that in the news?
No.
Stop.
Yo, Pop Target Part 2?
Stop. You didn't put it in the news?
No, I missed it, I guess.
Oh,
what?
My gosh.
Korra?
More than just Korra, bro.
More Korra?
Dude, oh my
More
gosh.
Dory?
More Dory. No,
yeah.
Okay.
Training arc?
So, finally! I've been waiting!
That's what the Avatar does.
Korra has a
all
training
the
arc.
Avatar does was training arc.
She has a it's true! Okay. I need to calm down. So, it was announced that there's going to be a new Avatar show coming out. It's
another new Avatar show.
It's an Earthbender. It's the one after Korra.
Okay.
And they released some details on it. This idea of basically like the world has gone so much to shit basically after Korra, which is not helping at all with the Korra stocks being down. But apparently now being the Avatar is the signal for you're the destroyer of the world. That's how people view you. So there's this idea. Korra, what did you do?
Hold on. So in her, that's so fucked, bro.
It's just
I'm such a Korra fan.
I'm a Korra fan too. But the people who announced it, who were giving the presentation, was the voice actress for Korra and the voice actor for Zuko, and they kind of were like explaining the whole setup. It was like a little promotional video, sure. And we've gotten some artwork. It's going to be the youngest Avatar, which is crazy because Aang was 10. Yeah. Technically 110. But I think she's, like, younger than Aang. Like, she has, like, a twin brother. It's going to be called...
Could be cool. Could be really cool.
I'm saying it. I think it sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Like, like, this idea of, like, you can't keep the world the same in any story.
No.
And one of my biggest issues with most stories... Star Wars is that all these years will pass and the world stays the same.
It stays the same.
Why the fuck?
I know.
Okay, I'm not going to get on a Star Wars rant again.
I'm with you though. But this is the whole point of Xenoblade 3. It's the whole point.
Great point.
It's the whole point, bro. All right?
Fantastic point. There are ramifications in everything that happens.
Yes.
And the world never stays the same. It's one of the reasons I love Korra the most.
I agree.
The idea of Republic City
really agree.
And the idea of like what Aang did, which kind of sucks now thinking it's like we're only one generation away from Aang, right? He was the savior of the world, and Korra made it so shit that like the next gen is going into it. But this next gen is only gonna have Korra though. I just think there's so much interesting storytelling you could do. Maybe there's a whole idea of like trying to get back connected with the old Avatar, right? Or the old avatars.
Sure.
Maybe some kind of like more flashbacks with like Avatar 1. One character that I really wish we could see, which we never did, was who is the second Avatar. Like, I just find like, I find that to be like some of the stories I want to see of like, oh yeah, Avatar 1, the dude who became the Avatar, that's so fascinating. But who had to pick it up after he died on the battlefield?
For sure.
So fascinating.
But then again, what if I go a completely different route in thinking for you, which is like, if you go back to Juan, Juan never thought that. No. Juan was the first.
No, he wasn't.
So the second, right? And then, so Juan was the whole like kind of like dynamic that I saw with Korra. And why I like Korra so much. Korra restarted the cycle. Honestly, just by her path, okay? It was meant to happen. So Korra restarts the cycle. So Korra is the wand.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes. And a wand type.
Yeah. So this new guy, he's going to be the new second. Like, theoretically, we are completely severed. Okay. Theoretically, we are completely severed. She's completely severed from... She's only connected to the new line that starts with Korra. Right? So... I feel like I would be disappointed truly if they did take that back.
Like if they take
undid that.
I will say I have to see what happens at the end of Korra's life. Like that's the part I'm really interested in is what does Korra do with the rest?
Because shit wasn't sweet, bro.
It was not sweet, and we're at a new age of the Avatar universe. Spirits and humans living together. You think of it and it's like, oh, that sounds amazing. It might not be that hot. Like
it wasn't hot.
It wasn't.
4,
it was not.
It was not hot.
No. So I just think there's a lot of. Oh, do you want to see the design of the main character? So these are.
I do.
These are.
Do we have a name?
Yes, I gotta find it. Oh yeah.
Avatar Ung.
It's called Avatar 7 Havens.
You're shitting me.
I swear.
Huh?
We don't really have any official art.
That's not the name.
No, that's
the name of the show. Not the name of the new Avatar.
I think we
the heir, the successor.
Yeah, I'm gonna look. I think we had a name. They say it all in the video, but I don't remember.
Okay. Avatar
7 Havens.
Bobo. That's right. It's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
To be honest, so
I want to see.
It's sounds still a ways off.
Yeah. It is. I don't think we have a name.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, forget it.
But that announcement is awesome.
Of course, a mistake.
No, don't say that.
I would never say that, bro. I'm a huge square. I think everything that happened, season 2 might be one of my favorite seasons in anime because it's so divisive.
Totally. I think I like.
Well, season 3 is no doubt objectively the best thing
with
ever.
Zakir.
Yes, bro. Like just
and
one of the best.
The Red
villains.
Lotus, dude.
We've talked about this like ad nauseum, but all of the fucking villains are great.
So good.
All of them. The lava bending, bro.
Lava bender. The combustion bender,
bro.
Who literally gets murked by. Was it Lynn that killed her? Because she wrapped in a metal thing around her. Or no, it was Lynn's sister. What's Lynn's sister's name? I don't remember.
Yeah.
You know Lynn's sister?
Yeah.
She like shoots one of her metal place. Yeah. And it goes, and she's like, do. And it's like,
boom! So blows crazy. The head, bro.
So crazy.
Dude, those kind of guys, it's like the Red Testament. They got one weakness. The Black Testament. It's themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, Joshy, let's actually shift into the rendezvous, my guy. I wanted to, I feel like the last couple of podcasts, because the finale, because of like, just what's been going on. We've kind of skipped over the rendezvous. And I wanted to really know, ground zero, just kind of like open up the floor to what you've been playing. What you've been watching. Have you been playing?
Yes.
Well, I know you have.
We went a little into it pre-cast.
We did.
Yeah. I'll say
specifically.
I'll just little update. Me and Paula are still playing that Minecraft Realm.
Yep.
That first Minecraft Realm I've had really. Excuse me.
It's going deep.
It's going deeper.
The Nether.
But I am officially further than I ever have been in Minecraft.
Really?
We have a village underneath our house. We have like villagers that we're trading with. We have turned zombie villagers back into villagers. Never done that before.
Did not know that was possible.
You can do it. Yeah. And we have a whole spot where you can do it. It is probably one of the coolest things I've ever done in Minecraft. And I'm just going crazy on enchantments.
Can you describe the animation? Like, what happened?
Yeah, it's actually really sick. So
actually?
If you have them, we lock them up in fences. And, they're zombie villagers, so they're kind of like standing like this, Yeah. When you hit them with a potion of weakness, a splash potion of weakness, which is very important because it has to have a lingering effect on multiple people. And then you feed them a golden apple. The splash potion of weakness is like, there's like gray particles.
Dazes them?
It's like gray particles.
Yeah.
And they, once you feed them a golden apple, it turns to gold particles and their bodies start shaking. Like they're literally shaking like this, right? It's like, I've never seen like a mob react like that. And they're like shaking. I think it takes a while for them to turn, but I think it needs to be daytime is what it seems.
Okay.
So you have to have them covered because zombies will burn in the daytime. They shake. And then they literally like turn into villagers. It's the crazy, and there's like a little flash.
Yo, alluding to Infinity Castle.
Whoa! Saving the day, baby. But yeah, no, that's been so sick.
That's so crazy.
I just got into Minecraft fishing. I've never really fished in Minecraft before.
What does that look like?
So if you have a fishing rod, because my villagers, all of them have different roles. In like Minecraft Dungeons, they all have different designs.
Yeah,
you can trade different things with them. There's like a fisher, like a leather worker,
cool.
Librarian, that kind of stuff.
Really cool.
Super cool.
Yeah, I like that.
The fishing guy, I've been trading a lot with, which unlocks next levels that you can trade different stuff with. And I got to a point where if you can buy specific fishing rods with enchantments already put on them. And they'll give you those things.
Nice.
So I've been using
probably best because you're spending a lot of your resources on like your actual shit you want to enchant. Right?
Exactly.
Shit ain't cheap and sweet out there.
Exactly. Right? And enchantments for sure are tough because Minecraft levels are very weird. because once you reach a level, you will be spending those levels on enchantments or working on a.
And you literally spend them, right?
Yeah. It's like a level of
you
currency.
Get to level 30.
Yep.
And then like
you have to spend 3.
You literally level down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So you go back, and if you die, you also lose your level too.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, me and Paula struggle. I'll tell you what, we struggle to get to level 30 because that's where the best enchantments are. But today, I literally had to run through, like I said, 20 pickaxes of consistently trying to just get the weakest level so I can reset the board.
That's crazy.
And I looked it up. I was like, is there any other way you could do this? And it's like,
no. That's it.
So
that kind of can I share with Minecraft Dungeons real quick?
Please, please.
You know, there's a lot of specifically, I think, like on top of how amazing the game is and how I love it. I'm gonna. One of the best multiplayer experiences up to 4 players cool. ever. Minecraft Dungeons, bro. And highly recommend even get the DLC. Fuck it. They're not a sponsor or anything, but like, you know. I genuinely love it. I put 200 hours in that game. So it does why I want you to play it. Is because you would just appreciate all this lore, all the attention to detail. Yeah, I know. We played it the last podcast day. And you were like, dude, I want to play more of this, right? Yeah. So there's a part of it late game.
I did play a little bit more too, by the way.
Did you? Okay,
I know you said not to, but it's okay. I was kind of like wanting some.
Yes.
And I found some really cool armor.
If you want to be real, my main file is on PlayStation. So if you really wanted to, you wanted to be a part of Caleb and I's intense run on there. Just get the PlayStation one.
Yeah. I don't have my PlayStation hooked up.
True. Yeah. Honestly, it runs at 60 FPS.
Nice.
It's amazing.
Nice.
But there's something late game. When you're getting into, like, you're literally going to what they call nether mining. Okay?
What?
In a way, you're going into the nether realm.
Right.
And you are making offerings into the nether. So you have to take a piece of your armor, a piece of your weapon, and something. And the better the equipment and the higher the level, every piece you get that's a drop is a level built into the weapon.
Wow.
So say I'm running around and I'm level 130. Okay?
Right.
Which I think I'm level 145.
Okay.
Just for reference.
Damn.
There's equipment that's level 145. Okay? Right. And the drop isn't based on your level. It's based on the difficulty you're currently running. So we're like on the highest difficulty. And then you can go plus 25.
Right.
We're like on the highest difficulty plus 13, I think. Bro, and we can't even go one step more. It's insane.
No, I believe it.
Creep. Anyways.
I believe it.
So you make enchantments or offerings into the nether, and the better the equipment, the better the enchantments on them, and the higher the level, the more intense the dungeon is going to be generated in the nether.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, so it makes like a random dungeon
I love that.
with random bosses,
I love that.
and each boss has like random drops and shit.
Yeah.
So you...
That's sick.
Yeah, you basically are like playing a gambling game.
Right.
Here's the thing though, you can up your odds to get the best stuff, because it's all about the gear.
Of course.
You pay with levels.
Ooh, okay. So you go back in levels?
You go back in levels. So right now, Caleb and I have been playing the whole game only together.
Right.
He's level 56.
Sure.
I'm level 145.
Right.
Because I've been sacrificing my levels trying to go into these dungeons, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't really matter because your levels don't do anything.
Right.
It's really weird. It's not like a JRPG.
Yeah.
Your level doesn't mean anything.
It's the same thing with Minecraft too. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, so I
thanks for letting me
dance
that in. But I thought you'd appreciate it.
It's perfect because you know exactly what it's like.
Yeah.
I am sacrificing hella levels to be able to get the equipment that I need.
Yeah, so losing something sucks.
Yeah. I lost a Fortune 3 Unbreaking 3 diamond pickaxe.
Yeah.
And I'm not upset about it. I was actually, like I told you a little bit beforehand.
Yeah, you were chilling.
I
feel like I'd be really pissed off.
Okay, so... if I lost the Sick Rod of Destiny, which is my diamond sword, which is absolutely busted, I would have been upset.
Okay.
I would have been upset.
Yeah.
But this was an opportunity to make the best diamond pickaxe, because I was not going to get rid of that one. And it was a blessing in disguise, because I did have to work all morning, and I did. But I was able to get the legendary Diamond Slayer, which is what I call
the legendary
my
Diamond Slayer.
It has Fortune 3, which I don't know if you know what that means.
I actually was gonna ask you in the car, but because we were talking about this, like obviously driving here, but I want to know now. Like right. I was saving questions for the cast.
Fortune is the best upgrade you can have for a pickaxe because when you break an ore with Fortune on it, there's Fortune 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
You get there's a chance that you get one more of that ore. So that's with Fortune 3, you have a chance. You have a chance to get really up to 5 pieces of that ore. So when you normally mine one coal block,
maximizing gains.
Exactly.
Bro. Yeah.
Once you get one coal block, normally if you break one coal block, regular pickaxe, you get 1. If you have Fortune 1, you have a chance to get 2. Doesn't always work. But if you have Fortune 2, goes up to 3. Fortune 4, you have up to 5. 5's very rare.
Dude.
But I have gotten 5 when it comes to diamonds that we're mining.
Okay.
That's where you want to maximize your Fortune pickaxe. Because you are consistently wanting, because if you think about it, the things in Minecraft are finite. The ore that you will find, there's a lot of it, and holy shit, will you not run out of it
ever?
But when you find something, the just having the chance that you could get more than you originally had is massive.
It's huge, bro.
Especially for diamond mining.
The same amount of work,
yes,
and it's doubling, tripling the gains. Bro.
Yes. So me and Paula went into a dungeon recently, and her and I split up, and she found a bunch of diamond, but she only had Silk Touch on hers.
Okay.
Which I don't.
Silk Touch.
So Silk Touch is another really good upgrade you can get.
Yeah. But some of these cross-reference.
Yeah.
Because I'm really familiar.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So, Fortune's a thing in there. Fortune? But it's different.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, with Silk Touch, you can break any block and it won't transform into another block. If you hit ore with it, you'll get the ore, not the piece. Does that make sense?
It does.
So you know how diamond block is different, or diamond ore is different than a diamond?
Yeah. And
so
diamond
with
is different
Silk
than
Touch,
a diamond block.
Exactly. Excuse me.
Got it, baby. You put this in your pickaxe?
Yeah. So, Silk Touch is good for other things. You can get grass blocks. Normally when you break grass in Minecraft, it turns into dirt. But you can do that. You can harvest leaves. It's all for design. It's all like that. It's kind of like metagame stuff.
No, absolutely.
If you want to pick up something.
It's like creative mode-esque.
Yeah. Exactly like
purely
that.
for design.
It is. But it is pretty late game. Silk Touch is a very rare, nice thing to have.
I have a question.
Yeah, of course.
Do these weapons with these crazy enchantments, do they run out?
They do break, but I'm so late game. We have, somewhat close. We have a library built, and there's different rooms built out of bookcases, which took a long time to make, but it's so worth it. In one of the rooms is a ding. What do you call that? Ding, like a big metal anvil.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
That's where you'd work on a weapon.
Hammer anvil.
Yeah. The down air for Steve.
Oh, yeah,
the anvil. Yeah. And that's great because it's also a physics-based block. It can't stand in the sky. It'll fall, and it hurts people. So people can add traps with anvils. So it's just another little thing that Sakurai knew that I love about that down
genius.
Air. I love it. I love it.
So
but it does take a lot of materials to make. That's why you need materials in Smash Bros. So if you take one of your, I'm doing this for the Sick Rod of Destiny and the Legendary Diamond Slayer forever. I'm going to be bringing those to an anvil. You put diamonds in there, and it takes enchantment levels, but you can fix your weapons. So you can make them good as new. It'll take a couple diamonds, but at this point, instead of just making a bunch of diamond equipment, you have set really good equipment that you consistently fix with diamonds and levels, basically. So it's a different game. We're into a different level of game. We're not building a bunch of tools and waiting for those tools to break. We are building really good tools, making them busted, and then consistently needing diamonds to fix them, basically.
Sure.
But I
didn't know that was a thing. That's really cool.
It is. Yeah. I have Unbreaking 3 on both of those items, which just it makes the lifespan so much quicker.
Yeah,
so I don't need to do it as much.
See it move. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, you will, which is the worst part, because sometimes it hurts using that sword, because I'm like, but it is great because I also have a farm, and I'm maximizing, because since it has flame something, it catches things on fire when I hit them.
Flame touch?
Something like that.
Flame tongue?
Something like that.
Flame touch.
Flame touch. We'll go with that one.
That's it. Yeah.
When you hit something, it catches on fire. So when I go to our farm, which has a bunch of animals, when you hit them, it makes cooked meat.
Oh, is it fire aspect?
Fire aspect. Yeah, dude.
It's in Minecraft Dungeons.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah.
So,
I love fire aspect.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah. Oh my gosh, is it amazing? And I have knockback 2 with it too, which sends motherfuckers flying, which is great for anything because not only are they on fire, which is consistent, health that stacks, and they're coming closer. If they're the further they have to walk, the more pain they're going to be in. So great. Give me more.
Is there an item called like Windhorn?
No.
In that game? No. That's a Minecraft Dungeon. It's like there's like artifacts is what they call it. But it's just like
used it, remember?
Literally, it shoves enemies away. Yeah, it's way fun.
I think there's something similar, but I don't know. I'm still getting into late game.
True.
I'm loving it though, dude. It's so fun getting into the real true end game of Minecraft.
Well, you've been watching anything?
Yes. So my little brother Drew, shout out, who I also recently just got baptized with, by the way.
Yes, bro. Yeah, we were talking about that too.
Whoa. Sam, your farts are getting rough. Fire truck. Did you ever know Smosh? Or not so much?
Only early, like the earliest Smosh.
You never saw Fire Truck? It was like a song they made, and it was like when you want to say the F word but you don't want to curse.
Yeah.
You say fire truck because it starts with F and it ends with uck. You'd be like, it's like a kind of like a Lonely Island type of thing. It's like stub your toe, fire truck. You know that kind of stuff. So funny. I miss that shit.
Actually, that's great.
It's so funny.
Yeah,
so I've been watching OG One Piece, and we're right about to get to Alabasta. Today we almost just finished Drum Island, which is where Chopper...
I thought you finished this, though.
I finished One Piece a long time ago.
Yeah, but, like, I thought you finished this rewatch.
No. We're still early on.
Okay.
For the most part. I mean, we're getting up there.
You just watched something. Anyways, yeah.
Maybe I did rewatch something.
You were watching something.
I rewatched a lot of stuff.
It was like the arc that was, like, second to last right now. What's the current arc? Alabasta?
Oh, yeah. They finally dubbed Egghead.
Yes. Yeah. It was the dub of Egghead.
Good memory. So I was watching that by myself.
So, okay.
Drew is finally watching One Piece.
Right.
So I have been, and to be honest with you, bro,
he's cruising.
I love it so much. I cried today. I was crying.
Really?
Yeah.
Do I know the feeling?
I keep crying. I'm realizing just how much I love One Piece. Yeah. Especially after realizing kind of a lot of my love for One Piece and like how that version of One Piece, like the dub is like my show, dude. Like that was what I watched all those episodes in. And at first it started where it's like, oh yeah, I'll watch the dub because it's 1,000 episodes. You don't want to be reading the entire time.
Totally.
But it came to a point where it was like those voices of those characters like these guys have been doing it for years, almost 20 years, right? And those voices are so iconic to me that it's like getting to rewatch and then also watching the new stuff with Egghead. It's like I'm back in it, dude. I'm like I'm loving every second. That's what I think about.
I know the feeling
almost on the daily. I can't wait to rewatch it every single time. And we're getting to the good stuff. Like he just got Chopper on the crew. You know Chopper?
Yeah. Little mascot.
Yeah, I love him. No, which, by the way, I just want to say, every anime has like a mascot character, right? One Piece does it best. It like his backstory is tragic. It's not set up to be cute. It's not set up so that he is treated like a real character.
Okay.
And he is treated like he is.
So that is fundamentally the reason. He's treated like a real.
He's a real character. He's not like
instead of like Captain of Scraps.
Exactly. I love Hawk so much.
Right.
I do.
But he's not treated like a real character.
He's not a real character
for a long time, and he's really. No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And so,
even with his backstory.
And I love his backstory. It's
love
so
it.
Cute, sweet, with mild and wild.
Absolutely.
Love all that.
Well thought out.
But still, it's just not,
it's not. Wild's more of a character.
Yeah, right? Love Wild.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean.
My little brother. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been.
Hell yeah. Dude, we have to watch Pokemon Origins tonight.
Dude, I know.
When we are done,
you want to do it tonight?
Yes, we have to. It's only 22 minutes. Okay, 4 episodes to finish. By the way,
22 minutes. That's it.
They're all 22 minutes.
Just watch
okay, it is just so peak. We
could finish it.
We could. Yeah. I'll watch it all with you, bro.
I'm down.
We could even do something with it. But I'm telling you, you should take it in.
I think
you
so.
Specifically because you've never seen it.
Yeah.
I started tearing up last night watching it with Reese. Johnny was there. Jade was there. Nice. Kendall was there. Kendall and I have already seen it, but dude, it is it's everything that I hold dear to the nostalgia of my childhood of Pokemon wrapped up in 20 minutes. I'm not kidding. That's how it feels.
I love it.
The feeling you described of even like listening to the voice acting.
Yes.
Dude, it's got all the voice actors are in this.
It's like Bryce Papenbrook's in it, right?
Yes, bro. That's Red.
It's Red?
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
And it's got Gary, and he's like the best Gary. It's the best Giovanni. It's the best. Professor Oak is a stud.
Yeah.
Why? Brock, peak. Brock, his voice actor is Ichigo from Bleach.
No
That's Brock.
That's crazy.
Bro, and Brock is one of my favorite.
Absolutely,
bro. I just know you would just appreciate it in that kind of level.
I also love anime. So
you don't say.
Know what?
Josh, I would love to tell you before we kick off our news here. Something I've been playing, bro.
Tell me.
Yeah, because I haven't really been watching anything. Listen, I've been playing Majora's Mask with Kendall still.
I see you on the Switch.
Yeah, okay. So we did look up something finally yesterday, but only the masks, like the bonus masks. So there's 20 masks you can get in the game.
Right.
And if you get all 20, you can get Fierce Deity. Okay? Yeah. And remind me, you haven't beaten...
No.
Yeah.
No, I stopped at the water temple.
Perfect. So we just beat the water. Okay?
Nice.
So we got to the canyon.
Yes.
Legitimately so lost.
Yeah.
We get there and it's like the first thing you get
it's the Death Canyon or wherever.
Yeah, it's called Icona Canyon. And it's really crazy. The lore of Majora's Mask is one of the reasons for me. I'm gonna make a statement.
So I did get there, by the way, because you have to go there for the lovers side quest, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I got there, and because I haven't furthered the story, I couldn't complete the side quest. And I'm pissed because I remember...
You already did so much work.
That was one of the moments of a breaking point for me, to be honest, was all that work I did, not knowing that I had to further it, and then just being like, I have to wait out this next
I
should go back right now, and I'm like, oh my God.
It's brutal. Do you know the consequence in the 64? I know about the 3DS, but in the 64, if you successfully get a game over... By the way, you cannot get a game over by dying. If you die, because of the time mechanic. So the game treats a death like Mario. It just puts you back at a checkpoint.
What is it he says? You have
You know it.
Wait, I do know.
Yeah.
It's
You've
something a fate.
Yes. Wow, you're filling it in. Yep. So
something.
You've blank with a blank fate. Haven't you?
A terrible fate.
Yes.
And then you've found.
So close. You're so close.
Yeah.
You're right there. You've blank with a terrible fate, haven't you?
You've acquired. I don't know.
Think about the theory behind Majora.
Well, that's why I remember it, is because of the theory.
Yeah.
You've met yourself with you've met with a terrible fate. That's right.
You.
Yeah.
You've met with a terrible face to face, bro. That's right. Yeah, it's deep. So so if you get a game over, I had to show Kendall the game over screen. Right. You can only get a game over if you time out. So if you time out and you don't play the Ocarina, the Song of Time.
Song of Time at the very end.
That's the only way to save and go forward. If you fail, everything you did in that day is negated.
Even masks?
Bro, masks. We literally beat the Great Bay Temple, and then we got the fairy. The fairy, by getting all the fairies within the temple, it gives you like the white around the heart. So it makes it so like half damage. Right? Yeah, Ocarina has that too.
Yeah, I do.
That all was negated. Wow. Everything. The mask, none of it counted. I'm like, that is probably one of the most brutal.
That's cruel.
That's so cruel. I understand you completely. That's Majora's Mask is.
That was just one of my issues.
Stress.
That was
one of
my issues. It was stress. Yeah. And then, you know me. One of my biggest issues with any game. If you put an amount of time into something, you better get something. You need something out of it, bro. You absolutely do. I know. That's why you don't like Dark Souls. I completely understand that. Yeah. There's a lot that I agree with that. I'm just like you, bro, and probably anybody. I hate lost progress. Hate it.
More than anything.
Right? That's how I felt when I lost my diamond pickaxe.
Yeah, there's at least a feeling in me with Dark Souls of at least I got my playtime. At least I got my playtime, right? Sure. That is it. If there's no playtime, guess what? You literally don't have anything other than skill.
Right.
Okay, maybe.
If you're getting better,
it's fucking hard. Yeah. Anyways, so Majora's Mask is going fantastic. I just want to say we get to Iconic Canyon. I'm so lost. We ended up figuring it out and going to bed. I like to go to bed in Majora's Mask on a save it on a spot I know where I'm going next.
Yeah.
If I'm just there and I'm lost and I'm frustrated and I stop there, I'll come back lost and frustrated. Sure. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I do this with most games.
Was me with the Water Temple.
Yes.
And that's the reason it was
man.
Was
you can't go back to
when
that.
You're lost. When you're lost and then you come back and the time is just ticking and you're like,
dude.
Oh my gosh, I don't want to play this. I don't want to
the Water Temple with 3 hours to go. With the Song of Slow Time playing, by the way.
You always need to throw that
You
shit.
have to, bro.
Easy.
Yeah. But okay, really fun going through masks. Yeah. Really funny. We're playing through, I don't know if you know this, Mr. Zelda lore guy. So there's all these masks, and you probably know this, Majora's Mask. For those who don't know, very divisive, right?
Sure.
Talks a lot about suicidal things, talks a lot about death. More than any other
one of the most
Zelda.
common themes in that story.
Yeah, dude. Even
because all the masks
it's so jarring. I kind of want to pull it up to later tonight and show you.
Yeah.
You talk to some of the townspeople on the last day. There's literally on the night of the final day, the only guy in the main town is the guy who's had his back to back to the tower
with the
And he goes
vest. With the vest.
Yeah, and he's the same model from Ocarina. Yeah, he's got the vest on. He's bald, right? So he's the only
white mustache.
He's the only guy left on the night of the final day. And if you talk to him, he literally is like, a bunch of fools. Everyone left. Fine, I'll have the carnival by myself. It's just weird. It's so dark.
Yeah.
It's
dark as Zelda.
I love it,
besides
bro.
Twilight Princess.
I'll make a statement.
Say it.
Putting Majora's Mask into an S tier category, but it's outside the scope of Zelda. It's in its own.
What you mean?
I'm saying that Majora's Mask I cannot accurately compare to another Zelda game. Kind of like Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do.
I cannot compare Breath of the Wild to Majora's Mask. I cannot compare Breath of the Wild to Ocarina.
Right.
I also can't compare Majora's Mask to Ocarina. I can, which is crazy because it's the same engine.
It is.
It's the same items.
It's the same.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
For someone who hasn't beaten Majora's Mask, but Ocarina is one of your favorite games.
It is. And I played a decent amount of Majora, and I went into the side quests. I was interested in the whole world. I love everything about it. Something about that observatory is one of the greatest vibes in any game ever.
Right?
Ever.
Okay, so as you know, in most mediums in our wheelhouse of this podcast,
that's right.
When things are remade and remastered or redone across even anime, things get censored.
Of course.
Okay, something they censored in this game is the design of one of the masks. And I don't know if you know this.
Is it the staying up late mask?
It's not. That's called the all-night mask.
All-night mask.
It's very scary looking.
Terrifying.
You want to see it real quick? There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's terrifying because it's like peeling your eyes open.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Like your eyes are wide open
they're
and
like
nothing else. It's almost like your skin isn't there. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Really,
Remember the
really
dancing
creepy.
Mask too with the clear face and the guy on top?
So Kendall starts laughing really hard because we get it last night.
Oh, no way. That is so creepy.
It's so creepy because this bottom is the skin tone.
So it's like
so you can even turn Link to the side and you put it on and it blocks out his face and it just adds a mini head.
And he has a sewn on head.
A sewn
with like a little bit of blood. Like,
yeah, bro.
What?
It's
what?
weird.
What?
All right. So the mask that was censored and I don't know why is the Gyarados mask.
Huh. I did not know about this. What?
So this is the 3DS version of this mask.
Yeah.
The original version of the Gyarados mask.
Yeah.
Looks like that.
Oh, very interesting.
Very different.
Wow.
Not even the same color.
What's the reason?
I don't know. I was wondering if you would know.
I don't.
Or if you had any speculation.
There's no trivia on
They
it?
look, they're probably, I mean, I haven't looked this up. but I wanted to save it for the podcast specifically because I just wondered if you knew, and I kind of thought it'd be a fun conversation.
That would be a fun conversation. I don't know why.
Yeah. Y'all gotta check this out because we don't got a visual, right? But look up the Garro's mask.
So different.
It's not even remotely close.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Can I explain what it does?
Yes.
Would this give you a better... So, because they remind me of like the Ewoks.
Sure,
from Star Wars, right?
Star Wars, of course.
Yeah.
That could be something with that. That could be.
Maybe with some IP stuff. That happens, right?
Yeah.
This is this game came out, what, 2000? Literally 2000.
2000?
2000?
Was it 2000?
2001? Somewhere around there.
Oh, wow.
I'll allow it, bro. So, the original mask has like a sewn-on kind of like hood.
Yeah.
Right? With two glowing eyes, but they're like hidden within the hood. So you can't see the face.
Did we say Ewok?
Yeah.
It's not an Ewok.
I didn't mean Ewok then. I meant the Sand People.
Yeah.
Those guys.
Not a Tusken Raider.
They're not. Yeah, the Tusken Raiders are.
Great impression, by the way. That was 10 out of 10. He had his hands above his head.
Thank you. Yeah. I got it, bro.
Tauntaun? No,
they're Ewoks, right?
No, Ewoks are the little teddy bears.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Curly boys.
Yes.
Shit, man. Yeah. Well, you know what I'm talking about, though, because you agreed. All right. Yeah. The Sand People. Isn't that what they're called? I think they're called the Sand People.
There's
definitely a race for them, right? Like a name for the race, but I think they called them the Sand People. I don't remember.
I'm looking it up just for fun.
Let's fact check right now. Can you beat us to it, guys? What are
a Jawa?
Jawa. Mm-hmm. Jawa the Hutt.
Jawa the Hutt.
All right.
Yes.
So they kind of look like it looks like a mask.
What's the name of this?
It's like a Jawa. It's called the Garro's mask. Garo. All right.
It's almost Garo.
Yeah. So this is what the mask does. The mask is a part of a storyline that you have to do to get like the final piece to go into the final temple, okay? Which is the Stonehead Temple. No.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. It's the final temple.
Sure.
Regardless, it's in Icona, which is like the haunted grounds. It's the haunted grounds of the royal family of Icona. Okay? Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of heavy lore that goes into this. It's probably the most lore I'm interested in so far.
Yes.
In Majora's Mask, especially for like the canon lore.
Well, tell me why.
Yeah, well, it has to do with like, you know, you're talking before about like royal bloodlines. Even like talking like on pregame, we're talking about like N, right?
Right.
And that was a whole setup though, almost like a cult. This is like there's a bunch of royal families that extend beyond, like, I think a lot of Zelda games really put emphasis on the royal family of Zelda and the Hyrulean royal family. But the truth is, as you know, there's a lot of lore that goes to all these races.
Okay.
And there's a lot of royalty.
Right.
Okay?
Right,
like there's the Zoras. We know about the Zoras.
Yeah.
But it's Zelda. So this talks about the Icona Canyon's royal family. The entire temple belongs to the royal family.
Right.
But the royal family died. They're not around anymore.
Right.
You're talking to and dealing with the ghosts of this royalty. Right. And they're granting access to Link. Right?
They're called the Garros?
No. The Garros are, I think they're like warriors who were warriors for the royal family. I think.
Okay.
I'm not 100%.
Sure,
right?
Sure.
I'm still going through, by the way. But when you wear the mask, two things happen. Redeads dance. You know Redeads.
Of course I know Redeads.
Yeah. So they'll stop standing there and they'll literally start dancing.
What?
When you put the mask on.
What?
That's crazy.
Wow.
No explanation, by the way, of why they do that.
Right.
The game doesn't say anything about it.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
The second is these warriors come from nowhere. They're like ninjas.
Yeah.
Right?
They're in the hoods.
They're called the Garros.
Yes.
Okay? They call it, bro, it's literally like some crazy shit out of I'm thinking Star Wars now.
Which one?
The Fett.
The what?
What is that show called? With like the Boba Fett, the Mandalorian.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, and they say like this is the way.
Yes.
They're saying this is the Garro's way. Every time you defeat one, they come at you and they're like, "Yes, you called master. Oh, who are you? Then they go to fight you because they realize you have a mask on.
Yes.
And once you beat them, because they're one hit,
right.
they'll sit there, they'll tell you something useful, actually useful,
right.
which is like a hint of where to go in the valley.
This is before you have the mask?
This is when you have to have the mask. And you have to have the mask to even get here.
I see.
Garrow's mask you get from beating the 2 Lon Lon Ranch, or like the
aliens.
The Romani Ranch owners.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
You do. It's kind of part of the alien quest, but there's 2 brothers. They're like the messed up brothers.
Luigi's, right?
Yeah, the Mario and Luigi.
Yeah.
And you have to beat them in a horse race with Epona, and then they give you the Garrow's mask.
I see.
Yeah, kind of signifying something weird too about they're connected, right?
Yeah.
And they're maybe even a part of it. So, regardless.
I also have an answer.
What's your answer?
So
I'm so curious.
So, okay.
Are you following, by the way? I know there's a lot of
absolutely.
lore.
No, I am. I just was trying to find this, and then I was trying to connect what I'm reading here.
Okay.
So this is just on GameFAQs from 10 years ago, by the way. So the mask is said to be the mask of a Garrow master. Does that sound like what's going on in the game?
Yeah, because they appear out of nowhere like a ninja, and they say, "You called me master."
Yes. So, but once you see an actual Garrow's master, their mask looks nothing like the original mask. So what they did is, that's a Garrow grunt mask they originally give you. So they changed it which is an amazing attention to detail, which only Zelda team would do something like that.
I love this answer.
Yeah, so they changed it because it's now a Garrow.
You're actually the Garrow master.
Garrow master mask.
Instead of...
It's not a grunt.
It actually makes no sense.
So it has nothing to do with copyright. It just is consistency. And that's the kind of stuff you love to see in remakes.
Hey, we love to see that. Takahashi, thanks for being here.
Great job, Takahashi.
No,
he must have had something to do.
That actually makes so much sense because they look just like you.
They look like you.
And I haven't beaten the quest yet, so but I know that you fight this guy that is like a purple guy that looks like that.
Yes.
So that makes a lot of sense.
Is adding up.
All right.
There you go.
What I really want to say here to wrap up my rendezvous for you, Josh, is this freaking video game.
Which one?
Called Tunic.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And I just beat it.
No way.
Yes, bro.
No way.
I have beaten it with only a few things left to do.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm amazed how much you're loving this game.
Bro, saying this game is I don't know if I could call it a masterpiece. There is flaws.
Really?
Yeah, but the flaws...
Why do you say that?
Well, here's the deal. The flaws is really just tied to, I think, a simple statement of... the best way I could say it is, it doesn't really respect your time. Late game. It really respects your time. The pacing is like honestly amazing early game, but it kind of it runs into a Zelda-like problem. A lot of people when they drop Zelda games, they don't drop Zelda games at the beginning. Yeah, at the beginning. Now after you get the 3 spirituals, it reaches a point where it starts getting a little much. I'm not even going to give another. There's a lot of examples. Metroid Prime comes to mind.
Sure.
They send you any game, like think Wind Waker. You know when they start sending you out to find the Triforce pieces?
The pieces of the Triforce.
It's the
worst part.
You see it coming, and you're still not looking forward to it, bro. Right?
They fix it in HD.
They do.
They very much do.
In the original, not so much.
Garbage.
It's honestly hot garbage.
Yeah.
So imagine that.
You know what kind of...
And it's kind of does that. But what?
Do you remember the end of Torna? Xenoblade?
Yeah.
Do you remember how to complete the story? You had to max out everyone's relationship. And do you remember that?
Yes.
You had to finish or you had to get everyone golden.
Yeah.
Like pieces in Torna, which was kind of a little bit tough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but kind of. But here's the thing with Torna: fast travel. Instant fast travel.
That is nice.
You don't have that luxury in Zelda games. You don't have that luxury. And even Majora's Mask, you want to fast travel? Guess what? It's to a specific spot.
Right.
And you still got to play a boring song.
Yeah. I think Torna is perfectly done when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Right.
But I can see that idea of someone being like,
no. So the deal is that it doesn't matter. Because what the game wants from you is to fully invest in the world of Tunic.
Right.
Yeah. So you remember what it talked about with it does all its own things.
Right.
The manual is like a beautiful part of the game.
Yeah. In a different language. The
language. So I've reached the point now.
Yeah.
With beating this game, where all I really have left to do is collect a couple of fairies. Okay. And I need to actually decipher the language in full. Yeah.
You can decipher it?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
So it's actually crazy. So it's set up like I'm not even gonna pull it up just to not like get it like crazy. Actually, I'll just pull up the logo for Tunic, and that is it, because I don't want to go like too crazy in this. All right. But here's just to show you some fascination and how you absolutely have to play this game.
Yes.
For knowing who you are as a gamer.
With what you've said, dude, it sounds like one of the best games ever made.
It is in
the media of a game. The medium of a game, because you could not translate this to any other type of media. It's
just facts, bro. So what I'm gonna show you is look in the title of it. I
see.
It has text above and below. So what this beautiful rendition of the text means is basically this game is all about like geometry, and it's all about like hidden symbolism within plain sight. Gotcha. And there's a hint. I don't know how to fully decipher this language yet, but this is of course this is not respecting my time. The video game is like actually expecting me to get everything this game has to offer, to 100% the game, to get the platinum trophy. You have to decipher this language. And the journal gives you immense hints, which we're going to get to the journal. But I want to say, like, I think I'm learning the language, and I'm learning that what it's doing is it has symbols that are on like the outside and symbols that are on like the inside. And what the line does, I think I'm understanding that the line in the center, which it divides the whole thing with the tunic in the middle, but you see the symbols on the top and bottom. The outer markings are vowels. Wow. And the inner markings are consonants.
Wow.
Okay. And they're not direct translation.
That is crazy.
It's crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy. Listen, it's not a 26... Because 26 letters in the English alphabet, right?
English,
There's not 26 characteristics, okay? They're phonetic, or we have a phonetic alphabet. It's the opposite. Wow. There's a different kind of alphabet where it sounds. So it's vowels, and then they're linked to consonants. So basically a symbol would mean at, a symbol would mean am, a symbol... Bro.
This is blowing my mind right now.
Crazy.
Because, dude. There is so much to that, because once you even say that, you're like, okay, I think I need to separate like this. I'm like, how are you gonna do that?
How? Okay, here's an example. What I've learned from the manual.
I did just roll a 6, by the way. You can definitely do it.
Okay, natty 6. Let's go. So what the manual has in one of the pages, without just pulling off of my memory, is it has a photo of the fox itself, which is the main character, and it points and it shows the symbols and how they make fox. But it's not spelled Fox. It's spelled Fauks.
Oh my gosh.
That's how they spell fox, and that's how they put it into 2 characters.
Holy.
Then they show a sword, and it's, I think it's SARD, like sword. Wow. It's crazy.
Wow.
It's crazy,
Jeez,
bro. It's like, what the heck? And it actually wants me to decipher. I think, I think this means like the legend of Tunic or something like that. Yeah. Like right in the title. So, do you have any questions so far?
Yeah. First off, what's stopping you from looking it up? Just your own gamer like pride?
Yeah.
Okay.
But beyond that, because I am loving the experience.
Yeah. I mean,
I haven't.
That's not me saying, well, why don't you look it up?
But I feel like you would feel the same. When you start playing this game, it truly does suck you in.
It's like figuring out a true puzzle.
And there's no real map, so like you're doing a lot of things from memory going through, and there's a lot of exploration, bro. There is shit hidden everywhere from the beginning. I'm talking like, you've seen it. It's kind of like on this weird isometric plane.
Yeah.
That's like, this is actually north.
Yeah.
This is south. Yeah. And it's like diagonal.
It's very
you know what I mean?
Yes,
right.
Yes.
So it's very beautiful. Yeah. So say there's like a tree right here, and you just walk up to the tree and you go behind it. There's like a hidden path.
Sure.
There's a hidden door in every waterfall.
It's a fixed camera angle too.
Yeah. The only way to change camera angle is this Legend of Zelda like Z targeting, right? With L, and that's how you lock out enemies. But it makes the camera do this.
Interesting.
So you can kind of see some things, but kind of cheese it a little bit. Sure. But there's no free camera at all. It also geniusly locks you into its little because the whole game is a puzzle on top of being an amazing game. But like, say you're walking and there's a ledge here, and below you is a body of water, but it's literally below you.
Right.
You cannot fall off the ledge into the water. It will not let you do that. Right. You have to find a way to get your ground. You can't jump at all. You are stationary on whatever piece of ground you're on. So it's a giant maze.
This game 3D. Sounds crazy, by the way.
It's insane. Zelda, after beating it, not even 100%ing yet, Zelda needs to take 1,600 pages out of this game.
Wow, dude.
It is so good.
You feel like it's like a Zelda experience, but
it is one of the best Zelda experiences while not being Zelda I've ever had.
Right.
Ever.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes.
That's high praise. Because I will say, when I first saw it, I was... Well, when you first showed it to me, maybe when I first saw the concept, like those pictures, I feel like I was like, oh, I've seen these types of games, right?
Of course,
Cat Quest,
we all,
fucking
say less, bro.
What's another one?
We've seen some
Ocean Horn, yeah. Where I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna be Sammy, those farts, man, jeez. What did you eat?
Dump truck.
Ooh, man. Are you going to be okay?
It's the same fire truck.
I know, it just came and left. we could
we could time it out.
Yeah, we could.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, but anyway, what I was saying before you farted so rudely.
Yeah, you're right.
I am so impressed now. Like, I just feel like there's a lot of Zelda's games that try to capture the Zelda experience and not really expand on it in a way that a game
and like you said before, like copying isn't innately bad.
No.
Right?
I wouldn't even say copying.
I'm putting it black and white. But you know what I mean?
Deep inspiration, to a game style is not even a bad thing, because that's how some levels of creativity can blossom.
Yes.
Right? And that's what this feels like, even where it's like, okay, what if we took this idea of Zelda, but where do we go from there?
Yeah.
Let's expand on that.
So, I'm not even going to cap with you right now. Yeah. I think to fully... wrap my thought here and to move on with this podcast.
Sure.
I'm gonna have to pause it. I gotta pee anyway. But I need to actually pull up the game itself on this screen, and I need to show you something. I need to show you the game. I have to show you the manual.
You don't think you are a spoiler?
No.
Are you sure?
Because I'm going to tell you to close your eyes. I'm going to tell you to open your eyes. All right?
Smart.
And
I was going to say, because I am so interested.
I just want to dip your toe.
Okay.
And because trust me, I know who you are, and I know you don't like spoiling in general. Okay. But also, please hear me out that this game is best experienced knowing nothing. Mm-hmm. I just need to show a major point of wrapping my thoughts.
Okay.
And I need to explain what this is.
Okay.
Right? There's by the way, this is something that has been written on this page of the podcast, and I just honestly use the nearest
notebook. It looks like hieroglyphics.
It looks like a hieroglyphic,
right? some kind of map is what it looks
something
like.
Something like that, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's no way you can memorize this, so don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. We're pausing right now.
Okay, yeah, pause.
What is good, my friends? Welcome once again to the official Flash Brothers podcast.
Welcome in.
Weekly show is essentially two best friends sharing casual discussions centered around our collective interests. Wouldn't you say, Josh?
I would say that's completely correct. In fact, I would say that's really well said.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, brother. We got a blend, a perfect blend, you might say. A spicy blend of retro and modern topics framed around our collective, diverse interests.
That's right.
Often gaming and anime.
I would say
pretty much talk about anything.
We will talk about everything.
Yes.
Everything that we want to.
Yes.
Right?
This is a very personal show, I would say,
absolutely.
Joshy. Our focus is set, however, on spreading positivity, positive vibes within the duality of our informal yet comprehensive and informative content.
That's
We
right.
like to keep it cash, but we also like to go deep. And I think you and I, with the passion we have for things, we're deep divers.
I was gonna say that's almost. I would say that's an important part of the show. No,
yes.
It's a deep dive into everything that we like to do. Everything.
It's essential, man.
Yeah.
While also having a dream, Josh, of building a vibrant community where you at home can become a part of the crew.
That's right.
Joshy, our episodes drop.
Yes.
Every Saturday at 5 a.m. with pregame dropping 24 hours in advance.
Gosh.
I will say this is a loose schedule.
Yes.
Obviously, time forbid, and this is a two-man team.
That's right.
So that's the goal every week.
Yeah.
Available everywhere.
Perfect.
So personally, I like to use Spotify.
Me personally, I use YouTube
Yes.
Music.
Joshy, someone might be wondering out there how they might become a part of said crew.
That's a great thing to wonder.
How they could join the community.
That's right. Join the fleet. Well,
We would
wonder no
say-
further, right?
Yes. Questions, comments, theories, discussions, and more. And more. Can be written in, my friends.
Yes, sir.
Patreon.com/Flash Bros Podcast, where you will receive direct updates, Discord access, and you can sign up and see our very special gold tier sponsorship.
Gold tier sponsors.
Gold tier sponsor, you might be asking.
Yes.
What is this, Josh?
That's a great question because I'm honestly wondering that.
Yeah,
We've been
well-
doing this for a minute, but I've never asked.
Well,
Honestly. I should have.
I have an answer for you, buddy.
Good. It's about time.
It is a list of our VIP crew. Yes, so there's unique perks here with special recognition during each episode, access to all of our exclusive premium content available through we've got 2 miniseries right now.
That's right.
Still growing.
That's right.
And all of our Patreon only posts directly through the website, the ability to directly DM us through Patreon, as well as even send us a text message if you know us personally.
Absolutely.
Exclusive channel access within our Discord community server, and there's also a link on our Patreon, and it's absolutely free to join. And a membership lock-in.
Oh my gosh, wait.
There's a permanent subscription price for you.
Are you talking about like forever, or
Forever.
you're talking about like for the next couple of years?
No.
Oh, you're talking about
I'm
forever.
saying if you signed up today, $5 a month, pay that forever.
Forever.
In fact,
Yeah.
even if, we all understand money issues. If your card declines.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you get a new card,
Yeah,
you forgot to
new card.
update it on Patreon. Oh no! Patreon is so dope in that it's not one of those sites that'll just cancel.
Right.
You have to hit cancel
yourself.
manually.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
right.
So
That's right.
unless you cancel,
Yes.
you'll pay it forever.
Well, thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
But Joshy, what if I don't want to sign up for anything?
I think that's a pretty reasonable thing, me personally. I think that's something that you could probably get away with not wanting to do.
I would say it's absolutely okay.
Right. So help me out here. Let's say I don't want to. What are you
Flash
gonna do?
Bros Podcast at gmail.com. Simply send us an email, or even easier, if you check out each episode on Spotify, there's a Q&A
Oh, yeah.
or comment, and you can leave whatever you want directly on that post. Come directly to us.
I think that sounds perfect.
Hey,
in
man.
fact, I'm typing it in right now. I'm going to email you at this very second.
Test it out,
I'm testing
baby.
it.
Your support, my friends, means genuine growth for this podcast and our community. And Josh and I are all about that love. So we love you guys. Thank you for being a part of all of this with us.
right.
We couldn't do it without you.
We literally are nothing without you guys. You guys are the lifeblood of this whole idea that we have going. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Right?
I know exactly what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
All right, he's got his die. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, go for one more.
Oh, okay.
You
wait.
gotta go for
You want to see? I can do a
Yeah.
perfect run. Check us out.
All right.
I just figured it out.
Oh,
I
yep.
literally,
Tech
that's
unlocked.
still alive. Check us out.
Still live. Done.
See that?
Got the 3.
Come
4.
on. 4. Okay. This is tough. If anyone's wondering, I'm playing Daiki. It's a Korean kids
nickname
game.
for Mikey.
Ooh, kind of a mean one, isn't it?
Only if you take it that way.
I guess
Come on.
so.
We love Mikey, and we
love
love
Mikey.
Daiki.
We love Daiki,
just
too.
like the dice game Daiki.
That's right. It's not normally with dice. It's like little cubes.
Oh,
Wait, no, little hexagons.
Oh,
Yeah, like almost like
like the D12 dice.
yeah, D12. That's right. But I learned it from Squid Game season 2, and then I just realized I'm not bad at it.
I thought for sure, like Paula or Dylan taught you.
Or someone taught me it. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I just saw it in
Low-key.
Squid Games.
I always wanted to learn from a movie, like in
Card flipping.
no, Pirates of the Caribbean, when he has the coin and he's doing
Oh, and he's like
this between his fingers.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, I would love to learn
this
how to
yours?
do that. That's definitely yours.
Okay.
Yeah, you brought that up. All right, Joshy, I showed you the Tunic stuff. I showed you the manual.
Wow.
Which,
This-
by the way, you start with no manual.
Yeah, I
So
just
you
want to
can,
say, from my perspective, this is next level. This is seriously next level. The collection of the pages and deciphering and just clearly how much thought has gone into every single page. Insane. It's genuinely insane.
And it's like the manual is an actual... It's almost like this reality, brother, of like, imagine video games still had manuals.
Yeah.
And imagine you needed the manual to beat the game.
Yes.
Like, the manual is integral to the game.
That's what I was thinking when I was looking at it. I was like, I feel like this is inspired by the idea of a manual being so heavily tied to a game.
Because you know what I didn't talk about, or what I won't talk about? Because this is the spoilers.
Yeah.
There's things you can do from ground zero with your controller in hand that you don't know because you don't know the game is allowing you to do it.
Yeah, you showed me those.
The ceiling for this game is insane.
The roll run.
Yeah, the game reads everything you do in your controller, everything it even has some fourth wall elements of like being like, hey, I know what you're doing, buddy. Right? So it's like, whoa.
Right.
But the psychology, you can just feel from the very small snippet I showed you, bro, of how much love and you can see what I mean by respecting time, right?
Right.
It's like you got to go into that.
Right.
So I want to really know. Does this make you want to play it?
Oh yeah. I would say it's tough to say. I don't know how much some of that end game stuff is integral to beating it because
0.
Yeah, I was just curious because some of that stuff might get to a point where it's like I'm looking at it, I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. Like,
and believe me when I tell you, I didn't just figure this out just like, oh yeah, this is easy. No, this is me sitting here with my jaw open for like 10 minutes sometimes. And I'm like, what? Where is it?
But
what am I looking for?
What is better for a puzzle game?
What is better?
It's a true puzzle.
Right.
It's a true puzzle.
No, honestly, brother.
Feels like it.
Would you say you definitively love puzzle games? Like, how much do you love puzzle games? 1 out of 10. As an element of Zelda. Okay. Yeah, let's say that. As an element of The Legend of Zelda, how important from 1 to 10 is puzzles to you?
Pretty important.
Yeah?
On 1 to 10?
Yeah.
For a Zelda experience?
Yeah.
Probably like a 7.
Yeah.
Or like an 8. Like a
Don't take Breath of the Wild as like the formula.
I was trying to think of a more traditional. In fact, I was thinking of first one. I don't know why it was Link Between Worlds. I don't know why that one was coming to my head because I really like the way that game is set up with the walls and the way the walls are placed and this third dimension. It really adds to that 2D puzzle.
It does, bro.
And I felt like those were incredible puzzles. I loved the temples in those.
Completely echo
everything. And I'd say that elevated the game so heavily for me that I would say it's essential that Zelda puzzles are good. Good Zelda puzzles. I'm trying to think of a Zelda experience I wasn't impressed with.
Puzzle-wise?
Yeah. Maybe A Link to the Past?
Well, there can be I'll put Majora's Mask in there, right? Because like a fault you could have with the game is sometimes the puzzles are a little too much.
A little too much.
So when it reaches the point where you gotta look it up,
I
don't like looking stuff up.
Yeah.
I don't like
same.
That's not the manual experience to me, right?
You're talking
like
pure,
I want the solution.
Pure gamer mind.
Yeah.
Like I think that one of the best feelings is going into a situation knowing all the pieces are here that I can figure it out. And I will say when you get to older games, it gets tough because there are some things that are a little bit sucky. Dicey when it comes to how was I supposed to know that? Some of them are set up where it's like, oh,
literally.
The idea would
how
be
was I supposed
maybe
to know
in some
that?
manual it'll give a hint towards it, or maybe like the idea of calling Nintendo Power's helpline and being like, oh, I'm at this part and this. I'm just saying, games have changed a lot. Stretching a game's like playability out is also another thing. You know what does come to mind when I'm thinking of incredible puzzles that absolutely make or break a game was playing through the Half-Life series. And
true, there's puzzles, right?
Huge puzzles. It's like there are spots you're put in where there are certain things you need to do in order to advance to the next spot, right? And it's set up like puzzles. I'm not even going to mention Portal because that's a puzzle game.
True.
But Half-Life brought a bunch of ideas together where it was like, how am I supposed to do this? What am I supposed to do? The game just gives you everything you need to do. It's a physics-based engine. You're probably going to try something. Just try it.
Yeah.
There was a point where there was like these pounders. I don't know what to call them. Kind of think of like the sandworm little things from Dune.
Yeah.
You know how it like called things.
Yeah, I know exactly.
You know what I'm talking about? So, yeah. So those were like safe zones for these like bug creatures in Half-Life 2. And there was a point where you had to turn them off because you wanted these bugs to come follow you. And I remember thinking, I was like, how the heck am I supposed to do this? But there was just this boom. There was this little space every time it went up, almost like it was a space perfect for something to go into it, right? And I literally remember just being like, looking around. I have to drive over here, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can pick this up. This would be perfect. I can jam it. I can go in here, and then it's like, okay, I'm going to try this. I think I tried with something else first, and I was like, no, it doesn't work. But do they want me to jam it? Like, what is it? They want me to jam it, don't they? So I bring it over, and it works perfect. And it's one of those things where it's like, I could have been like, how do I stop this?
Yeah.
But it's like, no, the game gives you all the little things you need.
The critical thinking and figuring it out is so rewarding. It's a part of the game.
Right. I will say, though, the reason I give that as an example is because I started with Half-Life 1, which is a much older game.
And I also got stuck in Half-Life 1.
I will say the puzzles are not as good.
Yeah, sure. Maybe don't respect your time.
No, because it's one of those older games where time was. That's just something to pad out the game a little bit more content for the person using it. I had to look up a lot of stuff with Half-Life 1, and to a point of frustration a couple times, but each time I was kind of fueled by this idea of like, no, I'm going to beat Half-Life. I'm going to beat Half-Life.
So what I hope this comes to actually is you're reminding me everything is dead on, bro. I'm glad we like have like a similarity in gaming between the games we like, because this is something we definitely are both right on the same page. Exactly. What I hope is that, much like my experience with Breath of the Wild, and I think yours too, I hope you pick up Tunic ASAP. I know you have it. It's on Switch, so you can actually play right now.
I could.
But
I did not know that, actually.
Personally, I don't know. I love this 60 FPS. How beautiful of a game this is.
It does look nice.
There's something immersive about it. And it does suck you in. But I know how you are. You might actually really prefer it on
I was going to say, portable sometimes changes the game.
Yeah, and this kind of game, probably best with a sleep mode. Yeah, it's really tough to put this game down at a save point. I hate putting it down at a save point. I would rather have the sleep mode functionality. And I know it's PS5, but low-key, I don't really trust it ever.
I never
You know what I mean?
With especially since it's plugged in.
Yeah. Too many times it just
anytime a thing can become unplugged or a power surge or something that like turns your game off.
Actually, knowing you, might recommend it on the Switch.
I think I might. Because also FPS doesn't bother me.
Well, right. So, perfect. I would get this on the Switch ASAP. And when you do not look anything up.
Never.
When you're going through, if you get stuck, legitimately, I think you will get stuck, okay? There's two things I want to offer you.
Yes.
Myself as a resource, and like, that word of mouth, that OG gamer feel, that screams this game.
Yeah, I was going to say that's what this game is trying to replicate, that idea of a manual looking away from your TV, looking down at the manual.
Yes.
Which is so OG, you could only make that kind of game with that in mind, like that style in mind. And there's no doubt that's what they wanted. Right?
Dude.
Was that vibe of...
Yeah. Caleb said we're doing a Let's Play.
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Excuse me. So we're both like going through concurrently, just talking as we play through it. Right. Like our little single player, like co-op gameplay experience.
Yeah.
He's literally about a email. He wants to email the developer because he's so in love with the game. He hasn't even beat it yet. But he wants to like push them to make a co-op experience because that's how it feels. Yeah. I think it's just like that OG
I love that.
nostalgic feel, right? So, awesome. So I hope you really consider it, bro.
Sick.
Yes.
That is sick.
Yes, bro.
I love it.
I was gonna offer you something else, but I can't remember.
Okay. Yeah. That's okay.
It'll come to me.
Yeah, that's fine.
For $19.95 plus shipping and handling. I have no idea. It'll come back to me. But thanks for listening to a little tangent on
Dude, I love it. I'm not just listening, I'm with it.
Okay. Hell yeah. I hope you are. Because this might be one of your top games. Wow. Just saying.
Well, I also do love fundamentally looking at games as games because, and not just in a meta sense because it's very meta, right?
It is.
And the same thing with Undertale where it's very meta.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like aspects where it's like, oh, this is only possible as a video game. I think that makes some of the greatest experiences, and even if they're not even on my top 5 games of all time, I will respect them as some of the greatest video games of all time.
Totally.
Already what I've seen of Tunic, I would absolutely throw it up there just as the respect of a video game.
Bro.
This is a video game experience. You can translate a lot of things into different mediums. Last of Us did a great job translating that game into a full-blown show, right? You can do the same thing with a lot of things. One Piece can be live action. It can be a manga. It can be, a freaking a book. They have like books on it.
Could be a reenactment.
It could be a reenactment.
Yeah.
Or a video game.
But
you can't do that.
No. And you also, you can't take and have that One Piece experience. You know, what you've described as an essence of One Piece is the journey.
Yes.
That would not be the same as a video game. You know it.
No, it just wouldn't.
There's something special.
Yeah.
To each their own. So, I get you. You're 100% right. It's like, this belongs in a game. I remember the second thing, actually. Wow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
thanks for bringing it back.
No, of course.
There is accessibility features. There's one that I just have on. I would recommend it. It's called Audio Puzzle Enhancer or something, or Enabler. It basically gives you audio cues when you're on the verge of figuring out a puzzle and if you do it wrong or right.
Okay.
So I honestly recommend it. That's all I'm going to say.
All right.
Okay? You can do whatever you want. Second is that there's another option in I think it's in the normal options. It's literally gameplay combat difficulty, and it's on or off. Or I'm sorry, normal or reduced is what it's called.
I see.
All right? Knowing you as a gamer, knowing what draws you and pulls you from games, this game is really hard. I turned down the difficulty to beat the game.
Yeah, you told me about this.
All right? Yeah, I'm just going to come clean. All right?
Yeah.
Here's the deal. I got...
For shame. I'm just kidding.
6 tries. All right? And I got the final boss down to this much health, bro. This is the health bar? Are you kidding me? This is some Dark Souls shit. Okay. 6th try. I finally get here. Bro. I died. No. I got hit the last hit. I was mid-dash, mid-hit. Imagine the knife's here.
Yeah.
Done. I'm like, you know what? Reduce difficulty. No, I'm not doing this, bro. So, I'll probably go back and actually, beat it. But I'm still going for my 100% run.
Of course.
But I just want you to know that is there. It makes the game way more enjoyable.
I was going to say.
On a just enjoyability front. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. You're talking to the right guy.
Yeah.
There's certain games I respect more with ease of play. Or even, I would call it comfortability.
Yeah.
Even. Yeah. Where it's like, okay, I'm not consistently scared I'm going to die in this game. Maybe that makes me I'm not a challenged gamer. But I mean,
challenged gamer.
I've liked games like that.
Well, bro, you just have everyone's got their threshold, bro. That's what it's all about. There comes to you gotta ask yourself, why are you playing video games?
Right.
And you're playing games with a passion. So if difficulty and even puzzles, okay, if difficulty in some way or annoyance gets too high, and that is pulling you out of the experience, you know what you're not gonna want to do? Play and beat the game.
Right.
So what's the point, right?
Or pick it up.
And everyone's got a scale.
When you're sitting, maybe you just got off work, right?
Yeah.
You're tired. Maybe you want to hang out, play a game.
Yeah.
Does the idea of going into it stress you a little bit? Does the idea of it seem a little bit not what you want to do?
Well,
then I think maybe you got
to think about it. Why are you playing it? Right? What are you doing? What are we doing here?
If it's not fun, why bother? It always comes down to that.
It always comes down to this. Let's segue immediately into our next segment. Our first actual real segment here, Josh. I'm loving how this podcast is starting, by the way.
I know, this is great.
This is great, dude. Yeah, you got anything you want to?
Yeah, I do have something I want to tell you.
Newsflash!
That's all I want to say.
Let's go, baby. Can I also say, this goes without saying, I'm giving Tunic a 5 out of 5.
Oh, wow, yes. Sounds right.
There's nothing else to say about it. I didn't even touch on the soundtrack. We
did listen to a little bit.
a tiny bit. Did you see how long that secret bar was? These are tracks that endlessly loop into each other. You don't know where they start and where they end.
That's so sick.
It's just beautiful. Man,
that's lovely.
Just beautiful,
I love it.
Nothing misses in this game. So, with that being said, Joshy, my first piece of news for you today. I must say, getting into the main topic right after this is we're talking about the news today.
Right.
Okay? We're talking about Pokemon. We're talking about Pokemon Legends.
That's right.
ZA, the new Arceus experience. We'll get there. I have...
Oh, we gotta watch that video before we do that.
We do. Yeah. We have to start with something. I'm not even going to pull up the article.
Sure.
It's just there's been some attention around a remodeling of Shrek. What are you going to say about this?
This is great.
What are you going to say about this?
First off, that's not my Shrek, dude. Who's that fucker? Why does he look like
I knew you had
He looks like a different actor. Why are we changing what was great? I don't know if you've seen
This
Shrek.
is coming off the DK combo.
Yes.
From last time,
which
by the way.
I am with because DK is a legacy character.
Exactly.
Right? We're dealing with Shrek 5. If we are here to accept the fact that the events of the first movies happened, which is how Shrek works and how sequels work and how they're shooting this one to be.
Bro.
Because guess what? Shrek's daughter is grown up, right?
Yeah.
So we see that. Zendaya, right? Baby Shrek, right? We know this. Okay.
I didn't see Shrek 4. I don't...
Oh, okay. Shrek has 3 kids.
Oh, great.
He's got 2 boys and a baby girl.
Okay, perfect.
Triplets. His daughter's all grown up, right? So that's all we see in this trailer.
Sure.
Is their reactions, what they look like, their models.
Okay.
Who the fuck is Donkey? Have you seen what he looks like?
No.
It just doesn't look like Donkey.
Really?
It looks like a Disney-fied version.
Donkey, Shrek 5.
5.
All right.
Look
no.
it up.
Bro, it's...
Because I'm telling you, it just doesn't...
Oh!
Who the fuck is that?
No!
Who is that?
No.
You gotta see it. Look at that. Who is that?
No.
Who is that?
No, that's Madagascar.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not...
And then look at this guy. Look at... That's not Shrek. I've never seen that guy before. Why did they, close his eyes are, closer? His nose, everything is just off. Why does he look like that?
This is just weird.
It's just weird.
Okay.
Look at right there. There's a good example.
Here's my deal, too.
I tried to click the screen. Yeah. Look at this one. Look at this one right here.
All right.
Who are these people? Fiona looks great. Donkey looks weird. Pinocchio does not look like Pinocchio, right?
Yeah. Here's my deal. Why...
Look at that.
It's in the title, bro. Shrek 5.
Shrek 5.
They didn't do Shrek reboot.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Shrek 5.
I thought when I first saw it, the images, I was like, oh, they're rebooting Shrek.
No.
Whatever, right?
Yeah.
No, they're bringing back Mike Myers. They're bringing back Angelina Diaz. No, what's her name? Cameron Diaz. They're bringing back Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
They're making it a sequel, right? So why the flip are they changing these darn models like that, man?
I don't know, bro.
It doesn't matter that much.
No,
we'll see how good it is.
I don't really care about Shrek that much. Let's be real. Shrek
I will
2
say
is still the highlight.
You know what? Really, over Puss in Boots.
I'm gonna say Puss in Boots is its own thing.
I agree.
Yeah, it's like the DLC
it is
to Xenoblade. It's like its own thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't compare it.
But it does. It's gonna lead into
amazing.
the next movie. Though.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. All right. And Puss in Boots, it's not about Shrek anyway.
Right,
really. So, yeah. Okay. Let's get into some gaming news here, Joshy. I have from IGN Monster Hunter Wilds. This just came out, right?
I've been hearing a lot about that.
There's a reason.
Yeah.
Because it has set a flagship record for Capcom.
No.
Much needed, by the way. I think Capcom, I've been really excited to see them do the right things.
Absolutely.
I think Street Fighter was an example of that, especially from what I've heard from that community, what I heard from Dusty, how strongly opinionated he's been on Capcom stuff in general.
Right.
It's been cool to see them, Konami's the ones that need to step up now, okay? Monster Hunter Wilds surpasses 8 million units sold. Wow. That's not money. That's units sold. Wow. That's insane. That's in 3 days.
Wow, that's crazy. I did not know that.
Bro.
Why?
Monster Hunter Worlds was the That was first to set all these records for Capcom. Right. So honestly, I imagine that the hype has only grown. Oh, they have put so much money into the Monster Hunter series, by the way.
Oh, absolutely.
And it's small in the US. It's huge in Japan, bro.
Right.
It was huge on the PSP. So imagine people being on like like the trams, and they're all like going to work and stuff, and everyone's playing PSP Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
Like local co-op.
Yeah.
So like that. Yeah. Actually, the future.
I'm all about it.
So check this out. Just coming from the report, not only surpassed 8 million units sold in just 3 days, but has also become the fastest Capcom game ever to reach this milestone. Obviously.
Of course.
Yeah. So the article kind of just goes deeper into like just the what's the word I'm looking for? The reward.
What are you thinking?
Like accolade. This is an accolade for Capcom. Okay. Yeah, I just want to know your thoughts though.
Yeah.
Like, do you have any opinions?
Well, I never played a Monster Hunter game. The most I ever did was there was a 3DS game that came out, and I tried a demo. Dorian tried to put me on to Monster Hunter Worlds because he was playing it for a little bit, and he was really loving it on the PS4 back when we lived together.
True.
I don't really... all I've seen of Monster Hunter Wilds, I will say, is the character customization is going crazy. Have you seen this?
Yes,
They can, like, recreate characters from anything. I saw, like, Kratos. I saw freaking, what's his name? The Witcher.
Geralt?
Geralt.
Yeah.
Geralt. Yes.
Yeah.
And then I saw...
Yeah.
Yeah,
no, it's wild. The character creation...
It's what?
It's wild.
No way.
He did it on purpose.
He said it.
Dino comes in.
Dino.
I wish I had more to say, honestly.
I wish I did too. But I mean, I think
I don't think I'm gonna become a fan. I think I'm gonna appreciate it from afar.
I agree.
I feel like this is one of those games that would consume me.
Yeah.
And all I would be talking about and playing and breathing would be Monster Hunter.
Well, I think the hunting idea and everything, like researching on those monsters, it's like second to none, to be honest, when it comes to big games like that.
I agree.
And I think it's cool.
From everything.
It's really cool.
Yeah. It looks really sick.
Yeah, very sick.
Yeah, let's wrap there, Josh. All right.
Wish I had more to say, man. Too bad I don't.
Let's throw out a feat real quick here, okay? We've got a streamer for the first time in history secures full combo, meaning they did not miss a single note, or it's actually more difficult than that. This is Guitar Hero I'm talking about.
Oh, I see.
Sorry. This is so in Guitar Hero secures full combo for the most infamous Guitar Hero song at 200% speed. This is Through the Fire and Flames. This is doesn't miss a note.
That's crazy.
And full combo means they also didn't accidentally misclick off beat.
Okay.
So you can still get every note 100%, but not get full combo, which is you didn't mess up at all.
Okay. Wow.
200%.
That's crazy. How long did that take them? Or how long was
the description of the event is titled "It Is Over" in all caps and periods in between. Posted yesterday, February 27th. Because it was live streamed, it was recorded evidence, and it will go down allegedly in the Guinness Book of World Records. A 9-month grind, according to this guy, whatever his name is, Carney Jared.
Wow.
Congratulations. Full combo.
Congrats, Carney Jared, dude.
That is insane. It looks like he's playing Guitar Hero live.
Yeah, it is live. No, not live.
Yeah, that was the most recent one to come out, right?
Yeah, but it's the it's called Guitar Hero. It's like the one on PC.
Is it actual Guitar Hero, or is it like a?
It's like all the legit songs and like how it is.
Oh, Clone Hero.
Clone Hero.
That's what it is. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, you knew it didn't look right. So
my
congratulations.
My buddy, huge congrats. But my buddy Zach, that I work with, crazy Guitar Hero. Remember I was telling you about him when you met him at the?
Yeah. You said he's just. I met him. He gave me the party.
He's the best Guitar Hero player I've ever seen and probably will ever see. And he's running these songs like 200 times, like all as much as he can. It's like and he's just like like crazy.
All right,
insane.
All right, I gotta see this guy.
No, you've been having.
Well, let's wrap our news, Joshy, with the end of an era is the name of the article from IGN. Also, Microsoft to shut down Skype in May.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
Happy birthday to me. What the
And
heck?
replace it with the free version of Microsoft Teams. Subtitled, don't forget to call. Yeah.
I've never heard of Microsoft
I'm not
Teams.
getting into the article.
Sure.
I really just thought this was like a headline, right?
very
Like,
interesting.
whoa, this is an announcement.
Wow.
Skype is going away.
Yeah.
Right?
I put hours into Skype.
Oh, yeah. Hundreds,
I
probably.
I had, so back when I first was playing, like, with my buddies, we had, like, a little Smash team for,
true.
like, tournaments. They were way better than me. I was probably one of the worst on the team, which is ironic. And I was when I first was figuring out Dark Pit.
True.
But every night after school, we would go home and get into a lobby on Smash 4, and we'd pull up Skype, and we were just playing that the entire, like,
absolutely,
bro. Nights on nights on nights. If I was playing with my friends,
so that was
on
probably the
Minecraft.
era then that I was playing when I was in the league. That's what you were doing.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
that's
Most
because
likely.
that's when like Skype for me was like blowing.
But that was when the Wii U was out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
And Smash 4 was out.
Yeah. In fact, we started. You familiar with Curse Voice?
No.
Okay, that was like before Discord was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was like some gamers came together and there was a lot, like everyone used Skype, but Skype was a problem for a lot of reasons, specifically that it surprisingly needed a lot of bandwidth. Okay, and it needed a lot of resources to turn your phone and stuff.
Right.
So there was issues on Skype, especially for it like not really being a gaming thing.
Sure.
It was meant for, so like work.
Right.
Yeah.
It was.
So, yeah,
It wasn't
literally.
really a gamer
At all
platform.
So some gamers came together that were like in like the competitive like MOBA scene and like Call of Duty, and they created Cursed Voice, which was literally Skype for gamers.
Oh, that's sick.
That's it. You just had like it was like a skin of Skype.
Okay.
Yeah, as its own thing, and it had way less resources.
That
so
was
it was like
before
easier
Discord?
to run. That was pre-Discord.
Oh, pre-Discord.
Then Discord came out, changed everything. So,
Still
Joshy,
to this day.
Yeah, let's wrap.
Wait, can we say something?
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Skype.
Rest
in peace.
Pieces. Joshy.
Pieces.
Speaking of pieces, we have
yes.
Reese PC on our list of gold tier sponsors that we need to get to, my guy.
We do.
Yeah, so I thought we before we go into our main topic, let's just run through real quick. Let's rapid fire our beautiful gold tier sponsors who make this show possible.
We already saw 2 of them today.
We did. Absolutely.
We'll get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into that. Let's shout out. We got Mama Annie in the house.
Yes, man.
We got Donald Duck.
Big Donald D.
Big Donald D.
Sticking around. Love his
Queen Kendi.
Queen Kendi.
That was there's one of the bingers right there, baby.
Right, one of the 2.
Got us these beautiful going around with all the packs of Pokemon.
That's
cards,
right.
so
That's right.
We gotta open those after the episode. She pulled. By the way.
Yeah. Worth mentioning.
What'd she pull?
She pulled the freaking Rainbow G-Max Charizard.
How crazy.
That's like the card.
It was the card, bro.
can't believe it.
I know. And fun fact too, we're going through the packs and we're like doing this thing even where like this haul, we're gonna spread out all packs. So that's like the part of the fun for us. So I usually am like, I'll get this, I want the promos.
Sure.
But then if she wants to trade any of the packs, we can trade over whatever we want.
Right.
So she traded me one and left that pack for last. And literally that was the last card of the entire day of pulls. It was kind of magical.
That is magic.
Her dad even was like, oh, don't bend it.
Stop.
Like we're all in the living room downstairs. Yeah, we were talking about it. It's like, so what is all this? Yeah, crazy. Queen Kendi, thank you. Sweet Adrel. Big Sweet A. Can we give this beautiful man a plug?
Absolutely we can. So Adrel does do streaming.
Yes.
It's twitch.tv no, I can't say all that. It's twitch.tv // Sweet A.
Sweet.
That's
Sweet. SWEET.
That's right.
AYEEE. Don't forget that third E, guys.
That's Sweet A.
It's Sweet A. Also a member of our beautiful Flash Force, right? The family that makes this possible behind the scenes. He has been on a couple times. And Johnny Bravo as well. John Grau the Fourth. Thank you for being here with us, Johnny, as you always are. Rest in peace. Yeah, love you from the grave, brother.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, bro.
No longer with us.
Lene Lovelady also in the house.
Of course,
bro.
I wish I could have gone over when you texted me.
Yeah, bro. We have our next plan, family night. It was really good. Yeah, very chill actually.
Very cool.
Yeah, Lene, dude, she made these like flattened out like Wagyu steaks. like flattened out, like super thin, right? And like Wagyu's like mostly fatty, right? It's like melt in your mouth. And then like she breaded it with like this Italian breading and then makes a sauce.
Stop.
Literally, I had like 8 of them. They're so good. They're like this big little
Yeah,
pucks.
that sounds good.
Yeah, I pulled out my phone for some reason relating to Johnny, but I can't remember. So, you know what? Lene, love you, sister. Mikey Sandoval.
Mikey!
Sandoval 7.
Sandoval 7.
With, Taden, I know you're falling off the map.
Yeah.
I haven't really heard you really listen to episodes lately, but you're still getting the shout out.
Yeah, he always will.
But you know who is stepping up every week? I see Landon every week, man. It's Landon, man. Landon of the Sandoval 7. He's probably listening more than his dad now.
Yo.
Let's be real.
Big
Landon in the house, brother.
He's landing a big role in this spot right now, isn't he?
Yeah, more time here than Mikey.
Right.
Mikey Sandoval. Come on, Landon. We love you, brother. Thank you for being a part of the show.
Huge.
Thank you for. He's been writing in a lot too.
Has he really?
Yeah. I wanted to like get some of the fan mail compiled.
Yes.
Landon, thank you for being here, man. Means more than you know, bro.
Love you, brother.
Glad we could fill up your week, man.
That's right.
Daddy Mike. We saw Daddy Mike.
Yes,
today.
that's the second.
That's the other guy, bro.
Yep.
Fixing up the brakes.
Working hard. Yeah.
Your car?
Working hard. Yes, sir.
Yeah. When does he not, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
I want to know.
Exactly.
Azarel Huncho.
Azzy Huncho.
Big
Azzy Huncho.
Huncho.
Go check him out. Also, he does YouTube and streaming.
Yes.
He's streaming a lot more than YouTube nowadays.
Hell yeah. Okay.
But it's also at AzzyX Huncho, which is AZZYXHUNCHO.
Nailed it.
Go check him out.
Azzy, we love you, brother.
We love you so much.
Reese PC as our final gold tier sponsor.
Yeah,
I still haven't texted him, bro. I gotta text this guy. Tonight, do not let me forget.
I will not.
Uzan. Reese PC was the nickname you gave him.
Reese
right?
PC.
It was, right? Yeah, okay, cool. So I got that in. Let's wrap up our list with the other members of our Flash Force, right? We got Baywatch Brad, does all of our music, which I haven't even shown Joshy the season 5 song yet.
I haven't heard it.
No. I'll show you after this, because we gotta watch a trailer. We do have to. So, Shadow Buddy and Shadow Buddy Music. Go and check out Brad. You can find him anywhere.
Yes.
We got Demon Hunter Caleb, additional co-host to the show.
Big man.
Doing the co-op run with Tunic, as we mentioned. Yeah, big, huge.
Playing through it too.
And more Dory.
Huge more Dory.
I think we're missing.
Oh, I
gotta give
Matthew.
Matthew.
What do you think of Matt Attack?
Matt Attack.
Yeah.
I like that. All right.
That?
Yeah, let's go.
Big Matt Attack.
I was gonna say Big Matt Attack.
That's it.
Yeah. Let's go, bro. Big Matt Attack. I'm doing it one word.
I love it. I love it.
Big Matt Attack. Look at that.
That's beautiful.
Beautiful. We love you, Matthew. Thanks for being here.
We're
gonna have dude.
Appreciate you, buddy.
This guy's on the lore, bro.
I love it.
And we're gonna have another Big Matthew on here, so we gotta have Big Matt Attack 2. Big
my gosh, you're so right.
Big Matt a snack. Big Matt defense.
Matt.
Well, we'll get there when we get there. Shall we?
Yes,
Josh, let's take our break.
Yeah.
Let's go right back. We're going to watch the trailer to get into the headspace for our main topic today.
Yes.
And I'm going to run you through our intro song. I want to know your
Hell yeah.
All right, Joshy, we are officially kicking off our main topic today.
Yes,
we just dropped off of a little small break.
Yeah, little break.
Watching the 2 trailers back to back.
That's right.
Let's just jump right into it, bro.
Let's get it.
We're talking about Pokemon Legends ZA. All right,
baby.
The first trailer just being like straight up gameplay
and
trailer. And then kind of like a little bit mixed with a commentary.
Yeah, like a breakdown.
And much more on the battling.
Yes.
So let's start with the initial. The initial trailer.
Okay.
And you probably saw it yesterday, right? Or last week.
I saw it, whenever it came out. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's been a few days. I didn't see it the day of. I saw it like a few days after. So it's been sitting with me for at least a few days, all right? So I want to know, let's get it cooking. Initial thoughts coming off that trailer.
Okay, coming off the trailer. Initial thoughts, I genuinely really like the art style. I will say, watching it again, it's it's a big mix of Scarlet and Violet and Legends Arceus, I will say. Because Legends Arceus was much more kind of cel-shaded, a bit more anime-esque aesthetic.
I agree.
And in Paldea and Scarlet and Violet, it was kind of a bit more of a like a.
It's a bit more cell shaded, right?
Like, no.
But like in its own.
It's not really cell shaded. It's more like realistic.
3D.
Yeah. It's more realistic 3D like shading, especially with the Pokemon was one thing that I noticed
a lot. That's big controversy, right?
Definitely, because metallic Pokemon get this very metal sheen to them.
Sure.
And then even like word. Yeah.
Honestly,
Jimmy Neutron.
Like I know it. Sheen. I'm still doing it.
Ultralight.
I'm peeing in the shower. No, but I know exactly what you mean. Sheen, that word is the defining trait of, I think, like that style.
That style of Scarlet and Violet.
So you think this is like keeping that style?
No, I would say it's more the Pokemon's textures are not as detailed in this one.
Okay.
So with the other ones, I could pull up some examples, but reptilian-like Pokemon have scales, right?
True.
Furry Pokemon have like a fur texture to them.
Yeah.
Scarlet and Violet is just very different in that way. We've never really done that, especially with the 3D models. They've always been very cartoony. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
So one thing I noticed was those Pokemon, they have a bit more of the Legends style, but I feel like it's really a hybrid of both, which I am a fan of. I don't think it looks bad at all. I actually really like it.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, I think
it does look rough. That was my first thought, but I also definitely remember seeing
Arceus too,
looked so rough. It looked way rougher than that looked, right?
I remember that was the first thing I think you noted of it.
It was.
You're like, dang,
I'm
when's
like,
that coming out?
Soon. Like, I'm kind of worried.
Yikes.
So this is, it's obviously not coming out until the end of this year, 2025, right?
It's still got a little bit out.
That's quite a while. That's
it is.
Much further, I think, than when, like, from the time they first revealed Arceus and how rough it looked. Like, I was genuinely worried. I remember one of my like big starting off the podcast. Right. Arceus I was so impressed with how polished it was in that amount of time. Right.
Yes.
This is I got no doubt they're going to do it.
I definitely think so too.
The Legends team has some magic to it. I just got a lot of faith
for sure.
You know,
especially that last point. You're totally right. The fact that it is a Legends game, and truly how impressed with Legends Arceus I was. I have faith. I have faith. Should we talk about parts of this?
Yeah.
Should we break down?
Let's break it down.
At some point, like we'll talk about the battles, and then we'll talk about maybe like the choice of Why don't we talk about this?
So let's
before we get into the battle, the choice of the starters. What do you think about that?
Okay, that's great. I'm so confused why they chose 2 Gen 2 starters.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
And to be honest, like, they don't get a lot of love. That might be a reason why.
I think it is.
Yeah.
So for me personally, what I've seen of the games, I think it's about the love that they've received and what they deserve to get. So Gen 5 obviously just had a Hisuian Samurott, but Gen 2 has had very little anything, right? So the Gen 2 starter that we've seen the most of is Hisuian Typhlosion.
Oh my gosh. Actually, I think I know where you're going with
I think
this,
what I'm...
And I think you're right.
I think with what I've seen, Gen 1 has everything, right? They got Gigantamaxes, they got Mega
Beyond
Evolutions.
Everything. They just keep coming back.
These 3 Pokemon have received nothing really. Tepig, freaking Chikorita, and Totodile.
They're just all forgotten, bro.
They're no Mega Evolution, no Gigantamax, no nothing.
For as much love as Typhlosion's got.
Exactly.
Right? Exactly. And then, Samurott, like you said.
That's what I'm saying. So if we start going to, like, if we start trying to pick up some Gen, like, 4 and even beyond that, I feel like those Pokemon have gotten more love even. I'm trying to think. They didn't have any Megas, did they? No.
No, and like, so Gen 3's covered in, all of them got Megas.
Yes.
So Gen 3's good.
Gen 3's covered.
It really does get like picky and choosy.
Are there any Gigantamax for Gen 4?
I'm going to be honest, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I kind of forgotten about Gigantamax, and Dynamaxing was such like it's not, I like it in the cards, and I don't like it in the game. So
I'm just talking about like a form.
No. So I'm saying I don't remember. I remember a few. Like I remember like Alchemy. I remember like who's that big like red serpent looking
dude,
fire bug type.
Sizzle.
Yeah.
Sizzler.
Yeah, Sizzlita, something like that. Scorch.
Yeah.
It's Scorch,
yeah,
bro.
It's good.
Yeah.
Good.
Dude, yeah. So I remember like some of them, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so, bro.
So what I'm thinking is through the Legends series, they're gonna try and give some love to those that don't need it.
Yeah.
That need it.
That need
it.
it.
Yeah. I think they nailed it in the first one. They just picked the best you could give love to. Get a Gen 5 in there, right? Get a freaking Gen 2, right? And then get a what was the last one?
I thought
Decidui. Yeah. Throw some Gen 7 in there. Decidui?
No.
From Legends?
From the first one.
Decidui.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought we were back on this. On ZA.
Oh, I was just saying the amount of representation that it's been.
No, for sure. Yeah. No, I'm following. Okay. Are you happy? Didn't your prediction get 2 of these?
2 of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the other one was...
You had a pretty strong
The other one was Torchic.
prediction.
No.
It wasn't Torchic.
No, it wasn't.
No.
It was like... I think it was Totodile.
Do you remember you predicted?
Yeah.
You definitely did
Totodile, Tepig, and...
Who's the grass? Was it Sprigatito?
No.
You didn't say... You said a recent grass type, bro.
Yeah, it was...
it was the one before Sprigatito?
Yeah, what was that one? Grookey.
Grookey.
Yeah.
That's what you said.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
I will say though, Grookey. Okay, I'm just gonna say I was a little shocked.
Yeah.
That they're doing 2 from the same gen.
That's where I'm at. I think that's fascinating.
It's very strange.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
I also think it makes me have theories. One of them being there's going to be some forms to this, right? There's going to be some special, maybe a new Mega.
Beyond Mega is what you're saying?
Well,
no, I know that
it could be Mega.
Those 3 mains are going to get Megas.
All of
them? No question. Because they would not have the main thing be...
You're right.
They would not.
You're right.
Yeah.
No, you're so right. I didn't even think about it.
Are there going to be forms, though? Like how they were Hisuian forms? That I don't know. I have no idea.
Like a final form. Because there wasn't a Hisuian like Cyndaquil.
Yeah.
It's Hisuian Typhlosion,
Hisuian
right?
Typhlosion. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. I think there is going to be.
You think so?
But I think I think it would be. You know what? I'm second guessing. I think it would be wrong. But I'm just sticking with it. Yeah. I hope there's at least one.
Predict what you want, buddy.
I'm going to predict there's at least one. Because there was Hisuian Typhlosion. That was the only form of the starters, right?
Right.
So, right?
What? No. They all 3 had one.
Oh, they all 3
Hisuian Decidueye, Hisuian Samurai,
you're right.
and then Hisuian...
Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
There's going to be one.
What did I do?
What if they just do one?
Samurai.
I hope there's 3.
Yeah.
They all need it, right?
They do. That's what I'm saying.
My headspace is going to the Mega, though, because Megas in and of itself, it's like if I had to pick one.
Okay.
If I had to pick one. Okay. If I had to pick a form or a Mega, I'm picking the Mega, bro.
Oh, absolutely.
No question. Didn't I show you that one, that ROM hack?
Yeah, of course.
Right? And it was called
Unbound,
Scorched.
Right?
Yeah.
No.
There's one that this guy did, though, called Scorched Silver. It's like the future. It's a sequel to Gen 2, right? You're like the kid of somebody it's actually the future. Anyways, they give more Megas.
Oh, okay.
Right? They have region.
That's
forms.
right.
They have Fakemon.
Yeah, Fakemon.
Well, one of them is for Alligator.
Hey.
And it is dream for Alligator, bro. Yeah, water
Looks
dark
like we're
type. Or water dragon type. My bad. Yeah. I'm like, I want something like that.
Yeah.
It's set up.
I think Megas are probably a shoo-in.
Okay.
I don't know about regionals. I really don't know. We are back in a region that we just saw not too long ago, maybe 10 or 12 years, right?
When did the 3DS? It came out when the 3DS, just after the 3DS XL, not the new 3DS XL,
but
right?
the 3DS XL.
Yeah, because they had that special edition version of it. I remember playing it on my blue 3DS.
Yep, me too.
So yeah, we had the same vibe. So that was at least 10 years ago.
It has to have been.
It was at least 10 years ago.
But in the span of Pokemon, that's somewhat recent. You know what I mean?
I guess so. In the grand scheme of things, I mean, it's about Half-Life, right?
Yeah. Whoa.
Just about,
Half-Life
bro.
3 confirmed.
I want to have we should get like a bell in here or something.
Yeah.
And like have like
Yeah.
Some real sound effects.
I like that.
Get a chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't need one.
Yeah, we don't.
Clearly.
That's right.
So, all right. Here's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Right now,
yes.
I need your typing for the megas.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you already know. So let's do some brainstorming here. We can make this a joint effort.
Yes.
But we've got. Yeah, we'll say
Dude,
Sam,
this is interesting.
Joshy. Dude, I love brainstorming. After the introduction of megas, like all the fan theories,
the
like,
ideas of what it could
Flygon, Mega Flygon, like all that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that would be so.
Yeah,
sick.
it would be so.
So
cool.
I want to do this. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
Okay. So first, let's start with I think this is the most interesting one to me. I want to start with Tepig.
Tepig.
All right.
Okay.
Tepig, I personally think needs the biggest overhaul. Of a lack of identity of these 3 starters.
I completely agree.
Emperor is so overshadowed by Blaziken, it's not even funny.
I was going to say it's the 3rd firefighting typing combo for a starter in a row.
The 3rd, bro.
Already it feels like Infernape is a little like overshadowed by Blaziken.
Yes.
And then even freaking Tepig is overshadowed by what's his name?
Dude, I'm pretty sure also Infernape. Right, exactly. Yeah. Because also the gen of Gen 4, I think. Dude, gen of speed. Everything's all about speed. Garchomp is so fast.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Who are the starters? So
Torterra and Empoleon.
Yeah, so Infernape takes the speed, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
in Gen 5, it's superior, right? And you know what? Samurot's also pretty
Samurot's
quick,
not
right?
bad.
Yeah. Tepig, he ain't doing much, bro. Emperor, sorry. He's slow, right? He's tanky.
He is.
Kind of an identity crisis because guess who comes along right after and is better, right? Incineroar.
No.
2 gens later.
Yeah, I was going to say 2 gens.
Dude, Incineroar's a better Emperor. Kind of.
Well, he's dark type though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It better.
It is better.
Also.
Yeah.
But like, this identity, there's an identity crisis happening with Emperor.
I also agree, and I also think that one of the reasons why they really wanted to go Gen 2, like really pushing that Gen 2 Pokemon out of all the gens that you could have been pulling from, right?
Yes.
You went 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
2 for 2.
2 for 2,
for 2.
bro.
For Tepig, here's what for Emperor, we're talking megas. We're saying no forms.
We're talking,
Okay.
For lack of making it too complicated, because I also think, here's the deal. If they did forms, that means the Mega is going to be based on the new form.
Yes.
So where are we going to guess?
Yeah.
Right? Let's just guess a Mega.
Okay.
So we can like brainstorm even, right? Like Emperor, bro, they could full send the kind of like think Ganon, bro. They could full send the beast form of a pig.
What do you
And
thinking?
he could go from being like full upright back down to all fours as he started. That might be tough. Get tusks and shit. And fully embrace like this like dark. But it can't be dark though, right?
No.
It would have to be. What if it was Fire Ground?
Fire Ground.
I'm gonna guess
crazy.
that. Yeah,
that's your guess.
That's my guess. We can
like
share
that,
if you want.
Let's just share. I'm
down. Let's
flash.
Let's guess Fire Ground. I just feel like
that is such a
that
sick
would be
idea.
such a dope idea. It reminds me of Ganondorf, right?
Absolutely.
Giving him like a more of an identity. I don't know.
Yeah, and especially the fact that it's like it's Embor, dude. He's a boar. He ain't no pig no more.
Right, bro.
On all fours.
If you're gonna be in the ground and the dirt and of the earth, you should like embrace it, right? Like why are we going up? Why are we having the Feraligatr effect, right?
Yeah, you're right.
We're just we're here and we're on 2 legs now.
2 legs.
What are we, dinosaurs?
Yeah,
Come
what
on.
are we doing here?
All right.
Type B.
All right, let's lock that in. I just think that would be so sick.
Yeah.
Meganium.
Yes.
So Meganium has
I already have an idea.
solo typing. It's green. It's grass.
It is.
It's green grass.
It's green grass type.
It's green grass, bro.
The GG type.
Believe me.
What do you think about, and I'm not just trying to go off the design, but could be kind of a fun, like, type fairy? Grass fairy?
Honestly, can see it. I can so
I just
see
feel like that's what we're looking at.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't want to just do the most basic.
No. I'm with it. I feel like it's gonna happen because here's my other option. I'm thinking they can't do Ghost. Ghost is Ghost just had like a resurgence in the Pokemon game specifically.
Would be cool though.
It would be cool,
would be
but like they have been overdoing the Ghost stuff, bro.
They just had a Ghost Dragon type.
Literally, bro. Yeah, everything has been Ghost. So like, no,
they just turned freaking Typhlosion into a Ghost type.
That's what I mean. Yeah, 100%. So. I think Fairy is more
and they just
viable.
had a fire.
Also because Fairies need to have a comeback. Fairies were at their strongest in Gen 6.
This gen.
Dude, this gen? Yeah. No. Wait, this Gen 2. What do you mean?
Oh, I was talking about ZA.
Oh, ZA?
Gen
they
6.
need a comeback.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, in this gen, you're right, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Gen
saying.
6.
Kalos.
Yeah. Literally Kalos,
Lumos City,
so they launch, and Dragons can't keep up, right?
Yes.
Okay. What I don't think they saw coming now, maybe it was all intentional, but like, dude, the rise of poison and steel types to combat fairies.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Because fairies are so dominant, but because of that, you get, like fairies single-handedly were like bringing dragons down.
Absolutely.
So now dragons are on the rise. Like fairies need a buff.
They need it
so bad.
I think
I'm about this.
Yeah, I think if there's anyone, it's Meganium.
I also could see. Wait. What are the 3 final types? It's Fire, Ghost. Oh, there you go. Skeletor.
Yeah, that's what I also said that just now.
Hello. Who's the water one?
It's Grass, Dark, and then it's
Grass. Oh yeah, Meowscarada.
Meowscarada.
Yeah. And it's Quaxcaball. And
it's fighting. Yeah, that's fighting. Yeah. Water fighting.
Water fighting is hard.
It is hard.
All right, so let's jump to Feraligatr. I'm so excited because, bro, Feraligatr is like my first
many good
hated
ideas.
love.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's so many good ideas. So many ideas as a kid. I'm like, dude, they could have made this guy way better.
What you said with Water Dragon, that's sick.
Yo, you down?
I might be,
bro.
But that also would kind of put a crazy spin on the idea of having these two right here.
That would be crazy, right?
Because
hear me out. That would give everyone a weakness of each other in the 3 trifecta.
Would it?
Yeah.
Because
Fairy beats
Dragon.
Oh, but Grass already beats Water.
Yeah, that would be kind of broken. Maybe switch.
What if it was Grass Dragon? No, we can't. Sceptile. The Mega is Grass Dragon.
Sceptile.
Mega Sceptile.
Grass Dragon.
Yeah. Which is a reason I love Sceptile, low key.
Pretty sick.
Dude, I want to stick with Dragon though, because I don't want to do.
I like it.
I don't want to do Bug.
No, I agree.
Poison, but bro.
I could see that. I could see. Are you talking about Grass Poison?
Well,
are you talking about
No. I want to keep.
Feraligatr, sorry.
I want to keep it. I'm locking it.
Okay, I'm locked.
You're down?
I'm down.
I'm locked. I do want to know what you're going to say, though. For an unofficial idea. What were you thinking?
What did I say?
Well, you said Grass Poison at first, and I'm thinking of Venusaur.
Yeah,
and we also have Mega Venusaur, which is same type.
Yeah. I was just thinking if they had the leaves kind of look like one of those poisonous flowers.
Yeah, that's literally what Venusaur is.
I guess you're right. What if? Imagine.
What if? Meganium,
you look awesome, dude.
Brother. Yeah.
No, I'm with
that. They could do a lot of things.
I think there's so much they could do. And honestly, it feels like one of those times where it's just the sky's the limit on what
the sky's the limit, bro.
And honestly, it's one of those things where it's I wish Megas could have made a stay.
Oh yeah.
I thought they were when they were announced and kind of implemented into
everything.
I just thought it was gonna be another part to the combat of Pokemon,
dude.
Well,
especially I think because it made it into next gen, right? It made it into Gen 7, as a feature, as it's totally Gen incorporated. 7. Yeah, Sun and Moon. So.
Oh yeah, you're right,
dude. Yeah, and then they introduced Z moves. So we have Z moves and Megas. All right, I'm kind of about it. And then it was Dynamax, Gigantamax.
Sword and Shield.
Okay,
so
literally, they're okay, we're gonna kind of have Megas, but we're gonna change the rules a little bit. By the way, it's a raid now. Oh, We gotta make this about a raid.
And your Pokemon is set like that? No.
Yeah. No.
Not cool.
And so the excuse is, well, now we don't have to do Megas, right? Because we got Gigantamaxes.
And then...
Not the same.
It just created that idea of like a gimmick, right? A gimmick of each game. Which is why, I mean, when you think back to freaking, what's it called? Sun and Moon, you're so right. Like, it wasn't just a gimmick with Z moves.
Dude.
It was like an addition.
The gimmick was the Z move, right?
Exactly, but it wasn't... It was expanding on what already
Absolutely.
existed, so... Yeah.
There's some Z move tech that's busted. Z moves, here's some lore. Z moves can't miss.
Yes.
So you can literally make a strategy where you have like a really, really overpowered move.
Yes.
But it has low accuracy. Like they're actually tournament strat. There was a dude who was running this crazy build with Confuse Ray or Hypnosis.
Oh, okay.
I think it's Hypnosis.
Okay.
So we'd use Z Hypnosis. That's not like a special move.
Right.
That's just Z Hypnosis.
Right.
It has an extra effect on top of making him sleep, but it won't miss.
That's crazy.
So it would be a guaranteed hit on exactly when he needed it.
That's crazy.
Guess what? He got like second place in the whole world.
Absolutely.
That's crazy, right?
That is crazy. And I also just love the animations too.
It's so
cool. They were so
sick. They're so sick. Remember Lycanroc?
Yeah, Lycanroc was sick. Incineroar was my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Bringing him to the boxing ring and literally
Oh yeah, bro.
Loved it.
Joshy, let's jump to... We hit the second trailer, and now we're kind of giving more info, so I feel like we can segue into our next topic on... I want to talk about the roof hopping, all right?
Yeah.
They obviously were showing off traversing this town, and I think we're going to get at negatives after this, right?
Yeah.
Because you got some concerns
I do
about
have
the
some
wild
concerns.
zone.
I do.
And I do want to talk about that.
I do.
But I want to talk about
especially
the freedom that it thinks... Oh, yeah. Right. Watching it again.
I definitely have.
Yeah. So... And we can get into combat last.
Yeah.
So,
let's talk about
that. Let's just do that. So let's start with traversing. I want to know what you thought, especially about what it looked like was like literally leaping off a roof,
like a
and then Rotom or some kind of like teleporting thing to the next rooftop.
Yeah,
it kind of made me think maybe there's like really real depth to being, because I understand I don't want to be chained to a city. That doesn't feel Pokemon to me.
It does not.
It doesn't feel very adventurous.
Yeah,
to me. You're stuck in one city.
In a city.
But they showed off that it's massive. I don't think they really even showed off how big it is.
And some of those indoor sections looked sick. Like really cool.
Really well done. Yeah. Really detailed.
Yeah.
From even like the roughness of this trailer, I think it looked... I was pretty impressed. More than I was expecting to be on the first trailer. Like, I'm like, I really hoped they wouldn't just contain it to Lumio City, right?
I was hoping the same thing, too.
Yeah, right? Like, oh, maybe that's just what we think. Nope, that's what they're doing.
Seems like it.
What if they're making it like a dual level thing? What if they're making it so like a huge part of the exploration, and they'll obviously open up as you go throughout the game,
right?
But it's like you unlock more, and then you unlock...
That's cool.
Roof traversal.
Yeah.
And then it's like a 2-layer version of this massive city.
That is cool.
Almost doubling down.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of got me excited.
I want to expand on that too, because you also see an animation of the character climbing, which has never really been a part. In the trailer.
Yeah.
You see them climbing on the roof.
Oh,
you remember?
True.
You remember?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That might open up some stuff. If that is immediate traversal too, that might be insane. You know, like the idea that you might not just be stuck to a spot.
Yeah.
And you know what? I kind of thinking about it right now. It kind of excites me because I just don't think Pokemon cities have been done well in an open section.
No.
You know, Arceus kind of opened the gate for an open world. I love Scarlet and Violet. I do. I understand its flaws. But I will say one of the weaker parts was the city. It's not really traversable. It's made to kind of be walk through.
Yeah.
You can like jump on rooftops, but it doesn't feel like an exploration. There's nothing to do there.
It feels almost like you're like breaking the game in a way, right?
Yeah.
Like there's no point.
Yeah, there's no point.
Yeah.
There's really no point.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even really make things quicker. It just kind of... and sometimes it breaks the illusion of a city, too. Where it's like you can just...
I 100% know what you mean, bro.
So the idea that the whole game is based around the idea of how is this city the most traversable, I think excites me and gets my blood, my Pokemon blood.
Let's
pumping.
go, bro. Okay.
I will say I do think that little thing is Rotom, because or the Rotom phone that you have.
Yeah.
You see it at the end there, of course, but we also have already seen your character grab onto the Rotom phone for some kind of thing.
And that end thing, whatever the fuck that was.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about in Scarlet and Violet, though.
Oh,
if you
true.
walk off a cliff, you don't take fall damage because at the very end, you're caught by your Rotom phone and you kind of land safely.
I see.
So I feel like that's an extension on that. Where it's like, oh, okay, what if we added that as like another jump or some kind of like boost you could do?
Because they already showed Rotom confirmed. So.
Yeah. I did want to ask, in the first trailer for Legends Arceus, obviously we're a ways out, so they're going to be announcing more stuff. They already showed mounts, and I don't know how I don't know if they'll do mounts in this game.
I see.
Yeah. So
I do think they're intentionally holding things back.
You think so? Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, I think a bicycle has to be involved.
At least.
Right? And they didn't show any of that.
Maybe some roller skates, bring them back.
Dude, that'd be sick because it really does look like a much more realized version of what Lumio City was in the 3DS.
Yes. Right? And I loved it, back then.
Oh, I know you did.
But
you also fucking loved Black and White,
you love
right?
Black and White
and
so
how
much.
They set up like those grand cities. Isn't there one big city
the big
in the first game?
Yeah.
In Black and White 1.
It's not Black City, but it's
it's like the third or fourth city you hit, right?
Yeah.
And it's like the huge one.
Massive.
Yeah.
And there's a big bridge you go off of.
Yes.
It's like a sweeping shot.
Dude, yes.
And then
it's
literally 3D. Yeah, when you walk around it, it's like the buildings are moving with you.
Yes.
You go down, there's like NPCs walking by.
Literally, and having
so
like text boxes and stuff.
It's so cool.
Yeah.
So cool. I would love to see if it's an extension on the Legends Arceus style. I would love to see a fully realized city, because even your base of operations in Legends Arceus, it's nothing really more than like some hallways, and some buildings,
some houses.
Exactly.
Everyone seems to be asleep.
They're very, very stuck in their homes.
Yeah, for the only civilization, there's like 5 human
beings.
There's
a couple people out there, and most of them you found out there. And they're coming back.
I know.
So
it's actually
what was the city before you got there? No, but yeah. So I don't know. I think
a little more alive.
I think there's definitely potential for this idea of like, how can we make a city feel alive?
For sure.
There's no better way to do it than Lumos City, which was supposed to be kind of the most alive city.
I do kind of see this as a tech demo for them pushing like what they're... I feel like they're pushing for the next big Pokemon thing.
Yes.
For maybe it's switched to exclusive. Maybe they're trying to like really push what they can do. Because obviously, I think despite the downfalls on a technical level of Scarlet Violet, I think it's just ambition, and there's something there.
I agree.
Bro.
There is something there.
They're just building on what's been there. So obviously, Legends Arceus, massive hit. So that's there, and now we're having this. It's like they're setting up for some massive, like world building.
Hopefully, I will say too, when you play Scarlet and Violet, it's like this incredible fusion of what happened in Arceus versus the traditional Pokemon format with, traditional catching, right? Which is, I kind of miss and didn't when it comes to Arceus. There was a problem in Arceus where it was that vibe of like, catch as many as you physically can.
It's really fun.
It is fun.
I love it.
It is great. But there has to be a better balance. I think there has to be one, because having to fight a Pokemon every time did get a little bit annoying in Scarlet and Violet, to be honest.
Yeah.
Because I just came off the bat from Arceus. But free throwing Pokeballs and trying to get, a sneak on a Pokemon, wonderful. I don't want that ever to go away.
Yeah.
The idea of Arceus went crazy with it, but like at least in Scarlet and Violet, it was at least you had to sneak up and hit him on the back.
I got one request, and that is please bring back the shiny mechanic from Arceus, which is the visual and the audible like recognition that is there. Please. It's the fans want it.
Yeah.
You already gave it to us.
It doesn't hurt you.
Why?
It helps you.
Literally, bro.
Yeah.
We're all in this together. Let's do
this together, baby.
Come on, don't make me miss something stupid. I'm just annoyed with the mechanics.
I know.
Let's jump though. I think perfectly into the negatives. All right.
Yeah.
I think our biggest the thing you brought up earlier. Yes. All right, I'm with you. The wild zone, the wild area. Let's go back to Sword and Shield.
Even that name just irks.
I don't like that they stuck with wild. Like, it's like, wild area, that was cool. But seriously, don't bring me back to Sword and Shield.
No. And they already expanded on identity. Sword and Shield. They already expanded on the idea of, like, those and
the DLC,
the DLC being nothing but wild zones. Great. That's what Scarlet and Violet was. Like, that's great.
Yeah.
I just don't see... Here's what I'm thinking. I don't see it as a way to immerse you in the Pokemon experience the way Arceus did. It feels like, and I'll say it, a lazy way to incorporate that traditional Pokemon style with a city.
I agree.
I just don't think it feels like the logical expansion or the super out of the box idea where I feel this Legends series should be striving for.
Yeah.
It should be what Arceus was setting up, which is just a game-changing idea. Yeah. This idea that, we're going back to Sinnoh, we're going 200 years or however long it was, and then we're doing a whole different style, baby.
For sure.
Full open zones, right? Yeah. Open Pokemon, running about, right? This is what Legends Arceus is, right? So why change that?
I'm going to draw a picture. Pretend this is Lumio City, all right? Yes. I think it's a pretty good image, right?
Looks like a guy with a pointy nose.
Yeah, nope, that's the tower.
Oh, that's
the capital.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
this
right.
would be a guy with a pointy nose.
There he is.
Say you're traversing, and I imagine if they're trying to really push the technical stuff of this city, almost looks like a pig now. Yeah, if they're really trying to push it, it seems like AOT style, where it's like it's pretty dense. Of like, Shiganshina.
Sure,
it's like everything is laid out in a pretty realistic way where it's like buildings that are all Earth Kingdom, right?
Okay,
in Avatar, OG.
Say.
Exactly. Bossing set. Yeah. Everything is very just tight. It's like each little subsect, there's so much to Bossing Say alone that it's like, oh, no wonder people don't know what the outside looks like.
Of course, it's
because
massive.
It has everything. Yeah. There's literally a fucking zoo in there, right? So I imagine that's the kind of vibe they're gonna push this Wild Zone thing. Yeah. Here's the deal. I pray that what they're showing us right now is at the beginning we have access to like some cookie cutter Wild Zone, right? Hear me out.
Yeah.
Later down the game, later in the lore, later some time skip. I don't care. Let's say maybe you get to this section and this whole thing is now an integrated city with the Wild Zone.
Okay.
Think Korra.
Yeah. I'm with it.
That maybe I'm just putting it too much.
No.
You know what I mean? But that's an idea that's up here.
I'm with it. The thing that I would say to go with your point actually is the fact that it's a what do they call it? A sprawling. They said it was a integration plan. What did they say?
Yes, they said it was an integration plan, which they also had in the first trailer. Some kind of integration plan, which is merging total cohesion of humans and Pokemon.
Yes.
So wouldn't that be the end game?
That could even be an expansion on what you're doing is building the wild zones in further areas.
Totally.
Could be.
Yeah, maybe even expanding that.
I was going to say, I think that could be awesome. And hopefully by the end, you're creating a full wild zone.
Yeah, this is full fan thing.
This is not anything they said.
I would be excited for
that.
This.
Would definitely be something I could do. But I will say, from what they are showing us, I do feel disappointed. I feel a little disappointed that that's the route.
I
you know what I mean?
Bro. I just hope that all I'm hoping for, seriously, let me say this. If everything that they showed us is like 80% of the game, I am going to be disappointed. As amazing as Mega's coming back is, as amazing as the New Age everything. I'm going to walk away from this like feeling good, but not Arceus good. Arceus just set.
That's what I'm
literally
saying,
a gold mine for me.
And the fact that this is the direct next game in that line, you can't help but feel disappointed a little bit.
I know. I'm exactly with you.
Because Arceus that's game changing.
It is game changing. So let's get to the finale here of this topic before our wrap up here. Yes. Okay. It is, I want to leave on a high note on this because I think you and I both are excited.
I agree.
So the new age of this game is the combat. is, dude,
huge.
And it just looked even better in the second trailer.
One thing, exactly. If there's one thing I am the most excited about, it is this combat system.
This combat system,
seriously.
bro. This is almost everything is relying on it.
I feel this is the natural evolution to Arceus 2.
I agree.
Because one of my biggest even things I wished I could have from Arceus, I wouldn't even say it's a negative because Arceus introduced the idea itself, were those boss battles.
Yes.
That was some of the most high octane, awesome, raw,
you could
epic
absolutely
Pokemon
see that
fights I've ever had.
Right.
There's dodge rolling, absolutely.
Dodge rolling.
My favorite.
You're like commanding with Xenoblade, like you said,
I was
Xenoblade
gonna say,
2.
They have a fucking diamond down there. It's like Xenoblade. It's like Arts. It looked like Arts. There was a cooldown, like Arts.
Dream.
It's real time.
I can't believe it's real.
I genuinely can't either. And it's also, I don't know, it's just one of those things where it feels like exactly what I wanted to see. And it feels like exactly what I would yearn for in a game like Arceus.
Bro.
And that's what I'm going to say. I also want... Okay, I'll say one thing that could possibly be a concern, though, that I wasn't really thinking about until I saw that second trailer, was the idea of a mega evolution. I really hope those are still a part of it to keep the octane of a battle going and not the Z move of it. Does that make sense?
Agree.
Okay.
So you mean in making it temporary?
I am worried that's what it's going to be.
Okay.
Like when I'm saying, or even so powerful that it just kills the Pokemon.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, you're having this battle, and then boom, mega evolution, the battle's over.
I'm confident they're going to make it balanced.
I hope so. I'm just saying that's my little bit of concern.
My matching concern is that they're going to put a limit on it. That they're because this is going to be.
Think it'd be like an Ouroboros thing.
Here's what I think. I'm gonna make my prediction. All right, which is, remember how bare bones stripped down they made Arceus, and that was kind of a beautiful thing about it. Absolutely. So I think they're gonna do the same thing. I think because correct me if I'm wrong, but going from Arceus to Scarlet Violet. Scarlet Violet is everything Pokemon had and then more. So it's got abilities. It's got even more than stuff that I know of, like genders and like how you breed Pokemon, how you have like hidden abilities. You have like all this, the intricacies like IVs, EVs. That's all integrated into this super dynamic advanced system of Pokemon. That's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
I think they're going to strip it down again.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Maybe not as stripped down, but I wouldn't be shocked, truly, if they kept the same system as Arceus.
How so?
Legends. Did they even have abilities? I don't think they did. I think they took out all abilities. I think they made it so all stat changes, like even, I don't even think they had natures. I think they had it so everyone had like the same stats and shit.
Maybe you're right.
Maybe, I don't know. But I just remember like on a lot of fronts, there's no held items, bro. They took out so many things.
Yeah, right.
They're like, held items, that's a big part of the competitive. Exactly, bro.
I agree.
So I think they're going to keep things extremely strict.
Keep it bare bones more so than even...
And so with that, and I think a part of that is that what they're definitely experimenting for the main line with this combat. Absolutely. This combat is for the future.
Absolutely.
And I'm all for it, bro.
I'm all for it, too. I already really liked the simplicity of Arceus. I think
Me too.
It adds so much because a battle can be exactly what it needs to be and not really more than what it needs to be. You know what I mean? So yes, I'm with it. Yeah. I'm 100% with it. I also, I'm hoping for some kind of, what were they called? Those alpha Pokemon. The danger of you getting hit too is really exciting to me. I don't know how that would really work. I mean, that's why dodge rolling is there, but I'm wondering if that means like your Pokemon would follow you, or you're trying to get a different position.
Sure.
Or you're dodging for your Pokemon. I don't know.
Yeah, I wonder if like you get hit by the Pokemon attack.
Yeah.
You just like maybe stunned.
Yeah,
and
or
then
you
that
can't
means
control
your
them.
Pokemon can't control them.
And that means they might die. I don't know. I don't know. But I also,
Yeah, no, but I'm with you. I just hope that through everything, because I have no doubt that they're gonna be doing shit. They're gonna be doing shit in that combat that is brand new.
Yeah.
And I'm all for it.
Absolutely.
Like I said, I just hope That's not an invitation to limit megas, to make it so it's, it's a 3 attack thing. It's because obviously turns is not going to work the same. Of
course.
Because definitely they're going to be able to attack twice depending on speed. Right. I know they're going to mess with shit. So that's just my only hope.
Yeah.
That's
absolutely. I'm with it.
For the combat.
I'm with it. I'm hoping so. I will say that's a little concerned for the combat is the megas.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping
they brought it back with reason.
Exactly.
For the season. Joshy.
Reason for the season.
I think it's time. Let's wrap this, my friend.
Yeah, man.
I got a fatty stack for us, my guy. Let's jump into our class trial. You know how we do.
Absolutely.
Bro, this has been such a chill episode.
I know. I feel great. I already feel crazy that we're wrapping it up.
I know. Well, we've been recording the whole time we've been talking. It's been 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Wow.
Isn't that great?
Keeping it short, aren't we?
Keeping it a buck.
Keep it a stack and a half.
Hey, short for the Flash Bros. All right. Will you pick mine too? Will you pick out... Just pick out, what did we do? 3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops.
3 each.
Just gonna do this.
Yep.
This.
Boom.
Let's go crazy with
All right, baby.
That's for you.
You got them locked?
I'm ready.
Locked and loaded.
Do you want to start?
You know what?
I
think you started last time, right? So, yeah, sure.
I'll get you started, okay, buddy?
Get me started, please, bro. Please.
Numero uno.
All right. Wait. Sorry, I'm not facing the microphone. We're back in.
Okay, you ready?
All right, I'm ready.
Do I ask you 2 back-to-back? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Is it 1 and
no.
then you'd ask
you asked me the 2 back-to-back, and then I'll flip over this card.
Is that how we did it?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
We did it like
Promise.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
I believe you. You ready?
I'm ready. And by the way, just to remind everyone here, there's a class trial. We wrap our main topic with this every episode.
There you
this beautiful card game that my dad gave me for Christmas, which is beautiful video game trivia. It's called the Ultimate Video Game Trivia, and it lives up to its name. Let me tell you, it's across the board.
It's good trivia.
Yeah. So
and it's all across the board.
The way it works is that Josh and I are going to go back and forth with the cards we got. Each card has 2 questions, so Josh is going to ask them back to back.
Yes.
I can take as much time as I'd like, but I'll probably either know it or not.
And we can give hints.
But if I request a hint, Joshy is allowed to give me as many hints as he wants just to make it fun.
Yep.
But I can only get 1 point. If I get it without point, or if I without any hints, it's 2 points.
2 points. Yep.
So we are working together on this.
Yes,
Joshy.
we are. I want you to get these as much as you want me to get these.
Exactly. We're on the same page. Let's get it done. Joshy, the first card, please.
Yes, sir. Alrighty. In which platforming video game series does the player control an ordinary worm enhanced by a super suit?
Earthworm Jim.
That's right.
Let's go, baby.
Nice.
I just opened an issue of Nintendo Power.
Oh yeah.
Back to my parents.
Yeah.
The cover was Earthworm Jim.
Oh, that's so sick. What a good little hinter it was giving it to.
Throwback.
All right, number 2. All right. Which peripheral for the Nintendo Wii Remote was released in 2009 in order to improve the controller's ability to track motion?
The Motion Plus.
Wii Motion Plus.
Wii Motion Plus.
Sure.
Yes.
You got that easy, buddy.
Thanks, brother.
Nice job,
hey, it launched with Skyward Sword.
Right. It was Wii Sports Resort.
That's what it was. That's literally what it was. And it was the attachment.
Yep.
And then they started building it into the remote.
Yep.
Wii Remote Plus. All right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You're up, buddy.
Let's see.
You ready?
Hope it's not as tough as last time.
Which highly anticipated video game was withdrawn from the PlayStation Store in December 2020 after widespread criticism about buggy and unfinished gameplay?
Cyberpunk.
Nailed
Cyberpunk
it.
2077.
Nailed it, brother.
That's right, my man.
I can't believe how current this is.
It is pretty current. That's good. That's good.
All right, Joshy. Nailing it. Your next question is really tough.
Okay.
Which Sony console introduced the share button to its DualShock controller?
PlayStation 3.
That's not correct.
Shoot. The share button?
Yeah.
Oh, PlayStation 2.
No.
Share? Oh, PlayStation 4. I thought the share button was no. I'll take a half for that.
No. You're not thinking. You're goofing.
I'm goofing.
You knew it.
Yeah, I
knew it, bro. Come on. The share button, like it was like I remember like the big deal about it because it was all about showing your friends stuff on without leaving the PlayStation, right? And then they showed off the coolest feature ever, which they never really fully capitalized on, which was where you could like. It's called share play.
Oh, okay.
So we could be playing.
Oh.
I could play at my house, you play at your house, and you can jump into my game. But the way they advertised it was you jump in as like a second controller. It didn't really work like that. It would be like you jump on and you take over me. Which is cool, but like,
it's all right.
Why not?
What would you do?
It's right there. Just play together, bro. Make local games online. Anyways.
Yeah, whatever.
Joshy, I think I'm up.
Didn't you have 2 questions? Oh, you did.
Yeah,
you
nailed them.
I guess I did, huh?
Yeah, you're a G for that.
Alrighty, you ready?
Yep.
In Lemmings, what? Huh? Lemmings.
Lemmings.
You know Lemmings?
Awesome. No.
No, perfect.
No.
What color hair do the lemmings have?
Green.
Yes. Holy shit! Did you know that?
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Dude, great job.
Let's go.
Because this was green.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
The back of the card's green, guys.
Yeah,
so
buddy.
That's the only reason I chose the card. By the way, all the cards are green.
Yes.
Did you know that?
Did not. I don't know what lemmings is.
What can we?
Lemmings.
Lemmings. How is it spelled?
Lemmings. Lemmings.
Lemmings. That's a
the fuck
animal. Okay.
Video
game.
Oh, I see him.
Oh my gosh. Well, they are green. I'll tell you that much. This game is absurd. 1991.
Cheese and pizza.
For the Amiga.
What's the Amiga? The fuck is Lemmings? What a weird cut.
What the? You guys gotta look up this game. Yeah. What the heck?
Lemmings.
This is wild. For the Amiga. Oh yeah, there you go. It's a DOS.
Oh, there you go.
That's great.
Yeah, very cool.
Produced by Commodore from 85 until 94.
Look at that.
Joshi, I'm getting out of here. All right. Next question.
You're over Lemmings? Is that what
I'm over Lemmings, bro.
All right. You ready? Bolo Santosi is the leader of the Reapers faction in which 2010 video game? Do you recognize any of those names?
No.
Bolo Santosi?
Bolos? Santosi?
No, Bolo.
Bolo?
Santosi.
Bolo Santosi.
Is the leader of the Reapers faction in which 2010 video game?
The Reapers?
Mm-hmm. I would not have gotten this. But it is a pretty popular.
MMO? Oh, you can't give me a hint.
Unless you want one.
Yeah, I'll take a hint. I have no idea.
Here's... Okay, I'm just going to describe it.
Okay.
The game.
Okay.
And then...
it's not an MMO?
No.
No.
At least not in my knowledge.
I was going to say Guild Wars.
No, it's not.
No.
No.
I don't think it's right.
This is the second game in what I believe is a trilogy.
Okay.
Very, very open style gameplay. Modern day, we're talking helicopters.
Oh.
Grappling hooks.
GTA 4. GTA
a trilogy.
5.
Trilogy.
GTA 3? No.
A trilogy.
2010. I'm an idiot.
Yeah. That's okay though.
No, I'm getting it. Keep going.
I know.
Trilogy.
It's a trilogy. This is the second game in the trilogy.
Hitman?
You're getting close, but it's more open than Hitman.
Oh, you're right. That's not very open.
All over the place. We're talking all over. We're talking helicopters, grappling hooks, rocket launcher, grappling hooks.
What?
Grappling hooks.
Grappling hooks.
Grappling hooks.
Rocket launchers.
Rocket launchers.
Grappling hooks.
That's right.
Halo 2.
There's no grappling hooks in that.
There's not.
Well, why'd you say that?
I wish, man.
Let me say, there's a guy on the front cover shooting a gun. There's guns. There's grappling hooks. There's guns. There's helicopters.
Gears of War 2.
No.
Damn.
But
Gears of War?
No.
Gears of War 3.
No. I just told you it was the second game. Oh, yeah. Let me see. Let me try. Let me try.
Damn it.
Okay. Very open, right? That's the sale.
Okay.
Is that you can do it. You can very open. very open. Each mission, you can kind of play it a specific way. Trilogy. Okay?
I give up.
Are you serious?
I can't get it.
Okay. Just Cause 2.
No way. Johnny,
I wouldn't have
sitting
gotten
in the
it. Yeah,
background.
he's fucking
You piece of
fucking
I
idiot.
can't believe this.
I had this at Bolo Santosi.
Oh, I definitely gave myself 2 points. I got none. Yeah. All right, Joshy, I failed you. That's on me.
No,
have you played these games?
Just Cause?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Yeah, okay.
I have the third one on PS4, but I never touched it.
Joshy,
I actually have the Steelbook.
Oh, you got this.
Okay, perfect.
All right. This happens every episode. Okay. But like we allude to something later.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Which 5 colors are used on the fret buttons of Guitar Hero controllers?
Whoa. Okay. Which 5 buttons?
What colors?
Or what colors?
Yeah.
What 5 buttons?
Yeah.
The fret. It's blue.
Yep.
Green.
Yep.
Red.
Yep.
Yellow.
Yep.
And
you got it.
Orange.
Done.
Yeah. Easy,
done,
easy.
baby. Easy peasy.
Easy,
all right.
easy.
This one's really tough.
Okay, I'm ready.
For which console was Cooking Mama released?
OG Cooking Mama.
OG Cooking Mama. Who's talking about this? I think Kendall might have been talking about this.
Which console?
Yep.
I'm gonna go GameCube.
That's incorrect.
Dang it.
One more guess though,
One more guess?
for full credit.
Full credit.
Yeah, you got it.
Wii?
No, sir. So I'll give you a hint. Newer.
The Wii?
No, older than the Wii, but newer than the GameCube.
The Nintendo DS.
Absolutely.
Dang it, that was my
Absolutely, bro. That's all right.
I literally was like, there's no way it's on the DS. That's not bad.
Yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, I started, didn't I?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take my last 2.
Okay, you ready?
Let's do it, baby.
All right. Which spherical... Oh, sorry. This is the craziest dyslexia I've ever had. Which peripheral... Which spherical... Because there's an S underneath it. Which peripheral for the Nintendo Entertainment System allowed for up to 4-player gameplay on the console?
One more time.
Which peripheral for the Nintendo Entertainment System allowed for up to 4-player gameplay on the console?
Multi-tap.
No.
You're okay. I had to throw that out there.
One more guess
I'm unsure.
and then...
Yeah, I'll do one more.
It.
I know what it looks like. It looks like this. And you plug it in. And
yeah, you do know. You do know.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
NES though?
Uh-huh.
You're thinking it's like shaped like this and you plug it into the side?
Yeah. No, you plug it in the controller slot and it has a thing that has more controllers.
Oh yeah, I think you're thinking of PlayStation though, the one that's shaped like that.
Oh, maybe I am.
You're thinking of
the
OG
PS1.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you're thinking of
and the oh yeah.
Yeah, you are.
Shit.
That's okay.
I don't know. What's the hint?
Here I'll give 2 little hints.
Yeah.
And I think you'll get this.
Okay.
I
don't know. I don't know if I've ever heard of it.
Okay. It has the name of the system in it.
Okay.
And then after that, it has the beginning of the Gettysburg Address.
I don't know.
That's a crazy hint, though.
That's a crazy hint.
Yeah.
I just don't know.
Fuck. I thought you were gonna get it. Well, I don't know it. I just know the beginning.
I don't know. The Gettysburg. I don't know at all.
What is like the famous thing that Abe Lincoln says?
In the beginning.
Does he say that?
No.
Okay. I was like, did I miss us? Did I miss something? You know. What does he know? It's like the thing that people quote, like Abe Lincoln. It's here. I'll give you another one.
Okay.
The next word is in this question. So, which peripheral for the Nintendo Entertainment System allowed for up to 4-player gameplay on the console?
So it's called Nintendo.
Well, it's called. I said the system is in the name.
Yeah. So Nintendo, what? Entertainment.
Sure.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
I tried to give good hints.
Yeah, I'm just not there.
Okay.
It's not connecting.
It's called the NES 4-score.
I would have never got
4-score and 7 years ago. You remember that, right?
It's the name of an album. That's why I know it. So
4-score.
I didn't know it was. So this is a band called Reliant K, and they have. Oh no, they have an album. It's called 5-score and 7 years ago. It's obviously a play on words.
Play on. Yeah. Is there 5 members?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. 4-score and 7 years ago. All right, you ready?
Yep.
This one I think you can get, or maybe
I'm not ready then.
All right. What is the name of the city in which Bloodborne is set?
Yarn.
Yeah!
Let's go, baby. Bro, platinum Bloodborne.
Yes,
Are you
sir.
kidding me,
Yes,
Caleb?
sir.
You better be fucking
Come
proud.
on now.
I don't
Come
keep up with
on
the
now.
lore of Bloodborne, but
That's
you
right.
already know
Yeah.
it is Yarnum.
Has to know it.
Had to be, bro.
Okay.
So I will
Perfect.
happily take those two.
So that's 2
Let's
points.
wrap it up for 8 on my side.
Wait.
Yeah, that's
you
all
didn't
for
get
me.
Yeah,
So
you didn't get that one.
Joshy,
Okay.
let's wrap it up here, baby.
I'm scared.
Who plays Sam Porter Bridges in Death Stranding?
Oh, don't tell me.
Caleb's like,
Yeah, he's
Josh.
right now. Just give me a sec.
You got it.
I just gotta dig it.
No, it's there.
Okay.
So is that Umbreon in that pack, bro. I'm waiting. Come on.
Oh! So he's the actor for Daryl in The Walking Dead.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And his name is...
Don't tell me. I know his last name.
What is it?
It's Mingus.
No.
What? Fuck. Oh, that's clipping that.
So funny.
Okay.
Oh, boy. I know his last name. What is it? Mingus?
Mingus.
No.
Shoot. It's so close.
Oh, I love it, dude.
Oh, Norman Reedus?
Bingo!
Yeah, let's go.
Sorry.
Do I get full points? That was only one guess.
You get full points.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that's all you,
Norman
bro.
Reedus.
Finally.
That's right.
My man.
Yes,
You
sir.
had it in you.
I did. I
You
knew.
Yeah.
I had it. Well,
No,
because
I didn't give any hints.
Okay, so there was the way I remember is that there was a funny thing where he like named his son Mingus. I'm not kidding.
No.
And so I was trying to bring it.
No way.
His name was like Mingus Reedus, and
Reedus.
and I literally was like, wait, is Mingus a part of his name or is that his son's name?
Good shit, bro.
Yeah.
I'm proud. I'm
Thanks,
proud.
buddy.
All right, well,
So I'll take
you
that.
got one left.
Okay.
And I think it's a worthy final question.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Which company produced the Telstar series of consoles in the late 1970s?
Telstar.
Yes. Which company produced the Telstar series of consoles in late 1970?
This is a worthy question.
Yeah. I'm actually going to... pull this up because and you pull it up in a way that doesn't give it away. You know what I mean? Because it gives it away in the name, like kind of like Nintendo Entertainment System, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to zoom in on this. Okay. Well, here's a hint.
Telstar.
Yeah, that's a image of the console.
Okay, one guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna flash it towards you. I'm actually gonna use my fist to cover the name, but that's the console, bro. Steering wheel,
Yeah, that thing looks
gun,
crazy.
Yeah. What is this, dude? I've never seen this before.
I've never seen it either.
This is crazy.
Linux?
No, but that's a great fucking guess,
Yeah.
bro. All right, so I want you to get this point.
Okay.
I don't know if you've ever heard of it. Have you ever looked up, like, is this on your poster?
Nope.
No.
No, this is a little too obscure.
So it literally
I think I've seen it. I've seen it from ABGN again.
Okay.
Because the gun is like a joke. I think he does.
Yeah, it's just like a pop gun. Yeah, it's wow, this thing is crazy. It looks like the inside of like a station wagon.
Yeah, right?
Like low key.
Jeez, man, you got a hint, maybe?
Yeah. So you
one.
can split. It's one word for the company, but you can split it into two parts. You can split it up into the name of a guy, and then an abbreviation for company.
The Co.
Yeah. So think like Codyco, but not that.
Oh. Colco?
It's Colco.
Is it really? No way! Let's go. I was thinking of fuck. Oh my gosh. No way! That's a good hit. That was good.
Not bad.
Good.
Dude,
Yeah.
you did whack the mic. You did amazing. First try, bro.
First try.
Like truly, like
First try with the hint.
Colco?
Yeah.
How?
Because you said Cody, and that was the one I was thinking, and I was like, Cody Co.
I can't believe, but Cole is not that common of a name.
Yeah, but I had a friend growing up named Cole. I
that'll
always
do it.
think about that, and he was the one who first showed me the N64.
Oh,
when I first
shoot.
ever played Smash Bros. And Cole's house was something I was just talking about recently with my dad.
Wow. What if I told you Cole was setting you up for this episode today?
Thank you, Cole.
Hey, Cole. Shout outs, brother.
Cole, you saved me.
Thank you. Joshy, let's wrap.
Should we even tally our points?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, you big goob.
Let's got 10. 15.
Oh!
Out of 20? Wait.
Yeah.
15.
15?
Out of, how many was missed? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Well, you could
8.
potentially get... So
Wait,
there's
let's
two
do...
questions per slice. So there's 1,
12.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Times 2, so 24.
Yeah, 24.
That's 24.
Yeah.
And we got
So
15. Not bad.
Not bad at
Not
all.
bad. Yeah,
Not bad at all.
I'll take it. That's tasty.
Is that a passing grade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in my class.
In my class, yeah. In the Flash
You know,
class.
come
How
on.
about
In Flash
School.
Ultimate. Josh, I'm ready to open up some Pokemon cards.
Yeah,
We've
buddy.
got from the Mega Hall
much.
today so many open.
And I gotta pee too.
Yeah, we gotta pee.
All
Do you have
Yes.
a quote to send us out?
I actually did forget one.
I knew it.
So sorry.
No, it's okay because I had one prepared.
You did?
Yes, sir.
You knew I was gonna forget?
I somehow
How'd you
did.
do
I don't know. Yeah,
Oh.
just a hint, a hinge. So I knew Pokemon was on the mind today, of course. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. You know what my favorite Pokemon is, right?
Mewtwo.
Wow.
Don't worry, I know your favorite Pokemon.
Yeah, it's not Mewtwo.
It's Charizard. I was just messing with you.
Yeah, but do you know what my second favorite is?
That's a good question. Wait. Your second favorite Pokemon?
Yeah,
After Charizard?
after Charizard.
After Charizard?
Yeah. This is for sure, by the way.
For sure.
Yeah. Like, immovable.
Wait, give me a second.
Yeah, you got it. Final question. Dun, dun.
Let me think.
Should be obvious, I think.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Second favorite Pokemon.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. 1 second. This is the final trivia question.
This is.
Hold up. I'm thinking of one, but I can't remember its name right now. Is it a Pokemon I could forget the name of?
Absolutely not.
Really?
Absolutely not. I'll give you one hint. It's a part of the 151.
It's part of the 151?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a major
good.
hint.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
Is it Mewtwo?
It's fucking Mewtwo, bro.
I said that first.
That's your hint. Mewtwo's also genderless, so it's a part.
That's right.
151.
That's right.
Yeah. That actually was cemented for 2 reasons. Wow. 2 years ago, because
2 years.
he's the only because he has 2 megas, and because 2 years ago, I felt like I mastered Smash with Mewtwo.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, for my version of Smash, I love Mewtwo cementing. Yeah. He was the top spot for a minute.
You should treasure that card of Charizard versus Mewtwo then.
Dude.
Yeah.
That card was made for me.
For you.
Yeah, he's in a magnetic sleeve. I'm never getting rid of that, bro. No, and I want the Mewtwo version. Mm-hmm. I got that Mewtwo GX, bro. I fucking look. So I got a quote. All right.
Oh yes.
I got a quote, Josh.
Is it from Mewtwo?
It's from Mewtwo.
Great quote,
dude.
Yes.
I see. Let me do the Mewtwo voice. I see now that the circumstances of one's birth are irrelevant. It is what you do with the gift of life that determines who you are.
Beautifully done.
Mewtwo.
Beautifully done, bro.
Thanks, brother.
I love that.
I actually haven't seen. I think that was because I think they slightly changed the writing with the remake of the movie Mewtwo Strikes Back. I think that quote is from Mewtwo Strikes Back.
Oh, you mean the animated one, like the 3D animated one?
Yeah. Oh. But it might be from Pokemon the first movie. It's from one of those movies. You already know.
I love that Pokemon.
I'm just a huge diehard Pokemon the first movie fan. So he says either that or something like it. And genuinely,
like the writing from Mewtwo, it's like genuinely philosophical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was also like philosophical in this, like, dude, it's crazy this is Pokemon. And I never saw this as a kid, but everything we've talked about, right? But it's like Mewtwo truly is like exemplifying God and godhood in that state of like, why should I care?
Why should I care?
Right? And that scene happens and, brings Ash, the Pokemon and their sadness bring Ash back to life. Like they're programmed and brainwashed to, he is the enemy, right? And like it's almost like the exact opposite of like like Getsus and Black and White, dude.
Yeah.
So,
well,
like,
you know what? Going back to Giovanni, he's the one who created Mewtwo.
Yes.
Yeah. And that whole beginning scene is epic.
Brutal, bro.
Genuinely.
He wipes out every. Yeah. Dude, Mewtwo kills everybody on that island. Yeah. Like no hold back, bro. Like so he is. He literally did that. He's like, oh, oops, whatever, and he doesn't cry, but he does the closest thing you can to cry, and that's to change a heart, bro.
Absolutely,
for a human being, it's beautiful, guys. Let's wrap right there.
Wrap it, baby.
Episode 66 of the Flash Brothers podcast. I'm glad we're through this episode. I don't like that number, so we don't have to hit it again until until the true Bane episode, which is like 600 episodes away. So
years and years from
now.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, especially going bi-weekly, brother. Let's I'm really satisfied with today's cast.
Yeah, I'm feeling great.
Yeah. So let's send everyone on the way. Yeah, bro. I'm stoked for more Pokemon.
Yeah, dude.
I feel like Pokemon is like, it's strangely just come back on top, and it never leaves that spot.
I was gonna say, I don't think it ever does, except for when Power World came out on that one point.
Yeah, but it is for different reasons, though, right? Yeah, it's still not Pokemon.
It is, yeah.
As much as we can rag on it, as much as everything, like, let's open some Pokemon cards. I don't know, bro. Guys, God bless. We love you. Absolutely. Be safe out there.
Stay safe.
We don't say it enough. We really love you guys, all right?
And gotta catch them all.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah. Gotta catch them all, Pokemon! I'm the one doing all the singing.